We get Halo, we respect Halo, we appreciate it, and we're going to do right by it. What we're going to see at E3 is just going to be a first taste of that. I'm looking forward to being able to dish out a little bit more in the months to come.
Hello and welcome to 343 Reasons Why 343 Industries Sucks. Number 1, the Reach title update. Okay, why the fuck would you take a game that is good and completely change shit in it, like giving it shield bleed through, updating the game, removing shit from the game, and creating a different fucking game within the same game? And then it's like you've got half of the people go to the title update, well, not even half of them, but like a segment of the audience is playing the title update, and then everybody else is still playing Vanilla Reach, which is the most played out of the two. Yet you keep trying to force in title updated shit that nobody wants. Nobody wants to shield bleed through. Nobody wants the fucking shit apart from like a minority of people on the fucking forums. Yet they forced this shit into not only the original Reach, but into fucking Reach on the MCC. Why did they force this title update on us? Nobody wanted this shit. Seriously, people just wanted different gameplay, but that could have been done in Halo 4, not ruining the game that people actually liked, which was Halo Reach. Okay. Number 2, removal of playlists, DLC playlists, etc. So yeah, once again, they updated Reach. They changed out a bunch of weapons width for a title update, so split the audience, had 2 Slayer playlists. So we had Slayer, 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 and Slayer, but they removed the DLC playlist, which people paid money to play those maps. You know, big team fucking objective DLC playlists, shit like that, was removed by 343. Number 3, they removed Forge maps from Reach. Okay, so a few guys on the forums were like, you know what? I don't like all these maps that are not colourful, they're grey. And they removed them all from the game. Even though the game launched with 5 or 6 maps that were made in the Forge, and it was an integral part of Reach to have these maps because it was like Ascension, Sanctuary, maps from Halo 2, shit like that. They still removed the maps from the game because somebody complained on a forum. And maps even got removed from SWAT, like Uncaged and Sanctuary, Ascension. So SWAT went down to like 4 maps from like having like 7 or 8 or so, you know, something retarded like that. It completely killed the game. Okay, why can't we play Ascension? Ascension was grey in Halo 2. No one complained about Ascension being grey in Halo 2. It's like, hey, Ascension's grey. Let's remove it from the game. Okay, so retards on the forums working in conjunction with 343 got maps removed from the game that the majority of people were just enjoying the game playing. Lessons could have been learnt about the Forge for Halo 4. They didn't need to ruin Reach. Again, morons. Number 4, years later, they remove and screw up the vetoing system in Reach. So for no apparent reason, 343 somehow managed to update Halo Reach between 2013 and now. Somewhere along the line, they decided that the vetoing system that Bungie created, where it gave you a set of maps, then you voted, and then you could select none of the above, then it went on to another set of maps and game modes, and then you could vote none of the above again, and then it went to another set of maps and game modes. They decided that was too many vetoes. They didn't like that many vetoes, so they removed that from the game and had it so it was only 2. Okay, so again, 343 likes to remove shit and change shit that Bungie did that was working fine and ruin it for everybody. This is a running theme here with what they did with Halo Reach. They ruined the game. They didn't create the game. They didn't create the greatness that was Halo Reach, but they tried to destroy it. Many times. Number 5, support for paid shills, etc. around the time of sort of Halo 1 anniversary coming out and Reach and stuff and the maps and all that. This is when they started moving into this, oh well, let's use Green Skull as a mouthpiece. Let's use this guy and let's use these shills to talk about the game and say that our games and our changes are good. That's when it started, okay? Bungie didn't do that shit. Yes, they had the Rooster Teeths and whatever that made content for Halo, and they would obviously use them to promote Halo, but they didn't have these like paid shills per se that would support the game no matter what. And that's what happened with 343, and that's why they fucking suck. Number 6, Halo 4. Well, that's bad enough that it's on its list on its own. Halo 4 itself is a bad game. Yes, there's some good things about it. Yes, it's not as bad as Halo 5, but compared to all the other Halo games that came before it, it's a bad game. Let's be honest here. Number 7, the shitty dubstep trailers for Halo 4.
Ordinance ready.
Now, some people probably don't remember these because I even left them out of my 20 years of Halo shit. They had dubstep trailers for Halo 4. It was so out of place. It was like, down, 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 or some shit. And it's like, oh, look, there's a rifle, down, down. They were awful, absolutely awful. That was the beginning of the end. The writing was on the wall. Those were terrible. Number 8, Mountain Dew sponsorship, etc. Sellout. Big time sellout, man. Like, okay, this is what Call of Duty did prior, and it's like, okay, we're going to get XP codes on the Mountain Dew. That's what we're going to do. That's what Halo fans want. They want XP on the Mountain Dew, the fucking Doritos, the fucking Cookie Crisp, whatever the fuck it is. I don't even know what they're doing now with Infinite. I mean, it's on bubblegum, it's on fucking cookies, it's on fucking the backs of toys for XP, it's at GameStop exclusive skins, it's all that bullshit. That was something that 343 did. Yes, there was some promotional shit for Reach that Bungie did where if you pre-ordered, you got some random armor, like a recon helmet or something. That was it. They didn't have all this fucking Mountain Dew bullshit and all that crap. Okay, that was 343. Okay, number 9, killcams in Halo 4. And number 10, killcams in Halo 5 beta. Okay, so first of all, we have Call of Duty shit coming into Halo, which is obviously another point that's going to be addressed here. But just kill cams in general. Why would we want kill cams in fucking Halo? Okay, the whole fucking thing of Halo is you throw your last ditch grenade or something is going on in the base and you need to know what the fuck is going on. If the fucking enemy, if you're dying and someone's going for the flag, you've got like 4 or 5 seconds there where you can say, okay, the guy's moving out of door whatever, whichever base you're in, the left door, the right door, east, south, west, whatever, however you communicate with your team, you can tell him where the fuck he's going because you just fucking lost the flag and you died. Okay, if it cuts to kill cam, you don't know what the fuck is going on, right? And you don't know if your last ditch grenade that you threw was a fucking kill from the grave or not, which is actually way more cool to see a kill from the grave or that your warthog carried on when you were dead and splattered somebody and killed them, or whatever the case is, than a fucking kill cam of a guy that's a mile away with a sniper rifle or of a random grenade that came through a door or something. It's not important, okay? That's what theater mode is for. You go back, if you're like, how the hell did I die there? You save the fucking game and you go back and check later, okay? Why would we want a kill cam in the game, first of all? And then the fans didn't want the kill cam in the game. People went to the fucking forums. It was removed from Halo 4, and they put it back in Halo 5 beta. So what? So you're telling me that after it being removed, fans telling you it sucks, they don't want it in the game, you put it back in the Halo 5 beta because you don't even fucking know what was happening in the last game to the one you're making now? Unbelievable. Number 11, ordinance drops. What the fucking hell was that shit? What the fuck was that shit? Oh yeah, in Halo 4, yeah, I've got so many kills now, I've got a kill streak. Oh, I can spawn a giant fucking rocket launcher or a fucking binary rifle. Like, what was that? What was that? Completely broke Halo 4 completely broke it in any fucking game mode with that ordinance drop bullshit. Ruined the game. What's the point of having an arena shooter where you have to fight over weapons if you can get god weapons from the sky? Come on now. Number 12, bolt shot starts in fucking Halo 4. Bolt shot starts. When the game came out, the bolt shot was better than all the other shotguns in the game, including the Promethean shotgun, the fucking regular shotgun, and fucking anything in the game. And it was just like a little hand cannon that you had in your back pocket. It wasn't even classed as a primary weapon, even though there was a perk to use 2 primary weapons. It was a fucking secondary weapon, yet it was stronger than all the shotguns in the game and could kill you from halfway across the fucking map. Why was that even in the game in the first place? Why do we need a shotgun as a secondary weapon that we can pull out at any time to start with? And then why is it then stronger than everything else in the fucking game at launch? That killed Halo 4. Again, bad decisions. Number 13, Promethean Vision in Halo 4. Why give us the ability to see through walls? I know that Halo Reach had some armor abilities and that Halo 3 had some equipment and you could do stuff in the game that some people didn't like, but why specifically do we need an ability to see through walls and see where everybody is? That is broken. I'm sorry, that's OP. Number 14, COD loadouts in Halo 4. Okay, so you get to select perks, like, and abilities and shit. Like, why? It's not Call of Duty, it's Halo. So why did you model your game on fucking Modern Warfare and have it so that you can select your perks, abilities, weapons, primary weapons, and all that shit? But fucking stupid, man. 15, forgettable rush maps in Halo 4. Can anybody name me the maps in Halo 4? Does anybody even know what the fucking maps are called? Because I fucking don't. I know Haven sucks. That's about it. Like, what? They're fucking forgettable maps, man. They're not good maps. Some of them are alright, like Adrift or something. Like, and then the rest of them are just like, okay. Like, what's this? Like, they're not good maps, man. They're not memorable at all. They're not like fucking Highlands from Halo Reach or Tempest or, you know, maps from Halo Reach that were good, or maps from Halo 2, or, you know, like Ascension, Lockout, shit like this. They're maps that no one remembers at all in Halo 4. No one gives a shit. Forgettable as fuck. And number 16, forgettable and rush maps in Halo 5. Does anybody remember a single map from Halo 5 that was even interesting? I mean, I know the gameplay is different. I know it, but even then, what are the maps? There's one that looks like fucking midship, but isn't midship, nowhere near as good as midship, and that's all I can remember off the top of my head. That's it. There's one where you can like fall in flames or whatever that was like added to the game, and you couldn't even find it or some shit. Like, the matchmaking was horrible. That's it. That's all I can remember. Forgettable as fuck. Maybe somebody who actually played that game might remember them, but me, forgettable as fuck. Number 17, remix maps in Halo 5. So not only do you give you shit maps, but they give you like a map, and then they give you the same map with a bridge, or the same map with like a different route that you can take. It's exactly the same, apart from like one part of the level has been altered. So why is that? What is that all about, man? What is that all about? Talk about fucking, oh yeah, all the content's coming free. Yeah, all the content that's the same fucking maps over and over again, but you just fucking, they reskin them or change like one little thing on the map. It's a new map. No, it's the same map. You give us the same thing again. That doesn't count as a new map. Ridiculous. And Gears of War actually started doing the same thing after fucking 343 did it. Proving that 343 had involvement in Gears 4. Which is another point on this list, we may get to later. Number 18, Halo 4 and the lost player base. Okay, so everybody likes to say that Reach killed Halo, Reach destroyed Halo, the Green Skulls and all them fucking idiots. That's what they say. Oh, Reach killed Halo. Yeah. The player base dropped with Halo 4. Halo 4's multiplayer killed Halo, if you want to be technical, because they had 8 million sales of Halo 4 or whatever, and then the population for the multiplayer just went down fell off a cliff. Now, most of them went back to Reach. It was competing with Reach. It didn't have a chance against Reach because it's a much better game over there at Reach. But this is what happened. So their game fell off a cliff with Halo 4's multiplayer. That's what happened. Number 19. Damage doesn't make you lose your scope in Halo 4. So for no reason, they make it so that your scope would not drop when you're being hit. So I have no idea why they did this. Every single Halo game up until that point, and even Halo 5, has it so when you take bullet damage, your scope drops. And you can't fucking continue fucking aiming. Right? So why did they change that in Halo 4? You can run to the middle of the map. There's literally like, I can't remember what the map, it's like a Dominion map. I can't remember what it's called. Exile, I think. You run to the middle of the map. The sniper rifle is in the middle of the map. And you can pick it up and people will be shooting you. And you can pick it up and then just sniper them. Because there's no balance there. Because they've taken away the fact that your scope drops. Absolutely incredible. Why? It's a Halo game. Why would you do that? Number 20. Halo 4 title update. Okay, so not only is Halo 4 a bad game, not only did they fuck up Reach with a title update, but they did the same thing with Halo 4. So the BR went from a 5-shot to a 4-shot. A load of weapons got upscaled. The DMR stayed the same. And the game was worse than ever. The game wasn't that bad before that. You know, they patched the fucking overpowered, hand cannon shotgun that I talked about, the bolt shot. And the game was sort of okay. No one was really giving a shit about it because we were all playing Reach still. Or we were going to go play Gears of War Judgment in like 2013 or whatever. But the point is like every now and again you would go on Halo 4 and you maybe had a game of fucking Dominion or something and it was okay. And then you moved on with your life. It wasn't a great game. It was okay for a few minutes and then it was like, this is shit, let's go back on Reach. Let's go. Whatever. But then, once the title update came out, it was unplayable. It was unplayable. And it has been to this day. It was completely ruined. Okay? Having the BR become super OP, completely ridiculous like damage on things, basically turning it more towards like a Call of Duty like they did with Halo 5. That's what the title update of Halo 4 did. Everything got up-powered apart from the DMR, which is already really powerful. If anything, they should have lowered the power of the DMR, but that's not what they did. They up-powered everything else. So that was the end of Halo 4. They killed Halo 4 with a title update, just like they did with Reach. Number 21. Halo 4's rip-off DLC. Okay, so we buy the Season Pass, or we buy the special edition that comes with a Season Pass, yet they have additional DLC. Okay, a Season Pass would indicate that that's all the content in the fucking game, right? But no, they had content outside the Season Pass that had achievements to it, that had game modes to it, etc., that you had to buy on top. So it was a rip-off. Number 22, Spartan Assault microtransactions. Did you really think we were going to forget about these fucking minuscule little games like Halo Spartan Assault and shit? No, man. Microtransactions because of a fucking mobile phone game, Spartan Assault, right? And that was the beginning of the end for Halo, okay? So all these years, like, people defended that shit there, so then they put it in another game, and they put it in another game, and every single game since then has had microtransactions apart from the MCC. Watch this fucking space. Number 23, the Master Chief Collection. The Master Chief Collection was an utter fucking failure from start to finish. I don't think I need to go over why, but it is on the list on its own for being the biggest fuck up in probably all of Halo. Even bigger fuck up than Halo 5, because how do you take decent games and fuck them up royally? 24. Unplayable multiplayer at launch on the MCC. So you can't even find a match. You can't even find a game. Brand new game comes out day one. $60 game, £50 game, whatever. Comes out day one. You can't fucking play online on Xbox Live. Why was the game not delayed? Absolutely ridiculous. and not fixed for like months. Number 25. Multiplayer not playable with teams on MCC until May 2015. So the game came out end of 2014, September or whatever, and it took them 6-8 months to get it to where you could actually play in parties. Right? You could search yourself, and this is why a lot of videos are coming out saying MCC is working, I can find games. Those people were playing by themselves. If you tried to fucking party up and play with your friends, it's a multiplayer game, shock horror, that's what you do. You couldn't do it because it would kick somebody to the lobby, someone would end up on the opposite team. This was like frequently just fucking up, and that was not addressed, and it didn't even work until like May 2015. Like when the ODST update and everything happened. You know, that was the big update, and then they didn't touch the game for years. Okay? That's when that finally got resolved. When that shit, all that bullshit got resolved. Ridiculous. '26. Halo 2 MCC using the Vista version. Okay, so the Vista version on the PC was an inferior version of Halo 2 to begin with, but they decided to use the PC Vista version of Halo 2 to make the fucking version of the MCC. So what happened to exactly as it shipped 10 years ago when you're using the Vista port of the game? Incredible. Number 27. Dan Ayub, exactly as it shipped 10 years ago. Dan Ayub. The quote. The game isn't fixed now. It's 2021 and the game still fucking blows. It's still broken. Exactly as it shipped 10 years ago. Amazing. 28. Halo 3 MCC is still fucking broken. It's still broken now. The hit detection sucks. It doesn't fucking work right. It's bad. Okay, I'm not going to get into it. It's bad. Number 29. Halo 1 MCC is still broken. It's still fucking broken. 30. Lasso playlist bug. Okay, so not only Lasso, but all the playlists in the MCC are bugged, right? So sometimes if you're playing in co-op and you're not the host or whatever, then the progress on the playlist doesn't save. You can like end up with progress missing. But there are actual achievements for the playlists for the Lasso. A lot of people do these in co-op because obviously it's easier to play Lasso in co-op and obviously more fun to play Lasso in co-op. Yet the playlists bug out. They bug the fuck out, and this is something that has not been resolved. So you can do the whole fucking Lasso and get fuck all. Amazing. Number 31. Halo 2 Online Co-op, still broken. So not only can the playlist bug out, but on Halo 2, if you play that shit online, not only is it laggy like it is in all the other fucking games, but you end up in two separate fucking games where like your partner is like driving into a wall in a Ghost, and you're like, what the fuck's going on? And then the game just crashes and goes back to the menu and fucks up constantly. And this happens on the fucking quarantine zone level. It happens on the fucking it happens on Uprising. It happens on fucking Grave Mine frequently fucking crashes. The hardest level in the game fucking crashes when you try and play co-op. This is bullshit. And with some people, you just can't resolve it. Best way I can think of resolving it is to have two Xboxes in the same house. That's how you resolve it. That's not ideal. You can't play fucking Halo 2 online. You can, but you can't. It's really buggy. It's terrible. Number 32. Halo 1 Anniversary and the poor netcode. So not only was this a problem in Halo 2, but Halo 1 Anniversary, the original Halo 1 Anniversary on the 360, was terrible for like trying to play co-op. It would bug out all the time. Especially on the Truth and Reconciliation. The game would like freeze and shit. It was terrible. Number 33. No OG multiplayer in Halo 1 Anniversary. Now, me personally, I enjoyed the Reach maps of the Halo 1 maps. I thought they were cool. But wouldn't it have been nice to have the original multiplayer you know, even if it wasn't online, just in the game there for playing, you know, on, you know, split screen and stuff on your 360. You know, I don't, you know, there was ways of putting it in the game. They didn't have to develop it, the online portion. They could have just put the existing multiplayer in the game, and then that would have been fine. Just to play, like, locally. They didn't have to make it online. You know what I'm saying? Even though Halo 1 Online exists on the PC anyway, so I suppose they could have done it. But for some reason they didn't, and that's why they suck. 34. Breaking Halo 4 MCC with updates. Yeah, so you might have seen my video on this. The fucking Halo 4, after, like, the PC version came out, you would click on panels or you would run through loading points and the fucking, either the map disappears or it goes back to previous checkpoint. Like, broken. They broke Halo 4. Number 35. Breaking MCC on console when putting it on PC. So not only that, but they broke Halo 3 and they broke all these games that were not part of the fucking PC updates. So they bring out Halo 2 on the PC. That's a fuck up. But then they fuck everything up on the console because they have to put the console version on an update at the same time, even though at the time it wasn't cross-play. But they have to put the update on the console and fuck everything up on there, even though the games that were fucked up are not even on the PC version. So it made absolutely no fucking sense. There was no reason to do that. 36. Putting the broken MCC on PC. It's a terrible idea. Why would you take a broken piece of shit game and put it on the PC? Why not make standalone games that actually work? There you go, standalone Halo Anniversary on the PC. Amazing. Standalone Halo 2 Anniversary. Amazing. Why not do that? No, put them all on a fucking shit MCC, shovel them onto the PC, and have them be shite. Have them be fucking shite. Yeah, great. 37. Releasing MCC in parts as a live service fucking game. Why would you fucking do that? The game already exists on the fucking Xbox, so fucking release it on the PC. Why would you release it in fucking parts? Make it a live service bullshit game. Fuck off. Okay, number 38. Title update on Reach PC / Reach MCC only. You can't play the original Reach unless you're playing Invasion mode. You can't play original Reach. There is no vanilla original settings Reach in the MCC. It's 343 Reach. That's what you're playing. 343 fucking Reach. Not the original game. You can't play the original fucking Halo Reach. Absolutely bullshit. Number 39. Fucked up beyond all net recognition Halo Reach in the MCC. Not only did they fuck that shit up, but they fucked up everything in the game. Okay? So, the damage on the weapons, the aiming, it's like an aimbot. It's fucking everything. It feels all floaty, broken. It doesn't work with a faster FPS. It's terrible. The gameplay is awful and broken. I have a whole video on that. Number 40. Adding huge amounts of bullshit no one fucking asked for. Okay, that's what they do. They add huge amounts of bullshit into not only the MCC, but into other games that no one asks for, no one cares about, yet they cram it in there for no fucking reason. Number 41. Skins. That's what matters to 343. Skins. Bullshit skins. Pizza skins in Halo 5. Skins in the MCC. Skins here. Skins there. Skins there. Skins. That's what they care about. That's what all they care about, is trying to get the mentality of the Halo fanbase to be excited for skins, so that when Infinite comes out, they can go, oh, you can buy it for real money. Yeah, fuck off. Fuck off. Fucking skins should not be in the old games. Number 42, armor. They fucked up the armor. They've added armor in from the Russia-only Halo Online that no one gives a fuck about outside of some fanboys on the PC into Halo 3. And they've added fucking bullshit into... more bullshit into the MCC. They fucked up all the armor in like Halo 4. It looked like shit. And then they put that armor into fucking the MCC, Halo 3. Like, what are they doing? It's terrible. 43, they're adding pointless maps. pointless maps to the MCC that came out of Halo Online. No one cares about this stuff. People want the game as it was, exactly as it shipped 10 years ago. For the games, they want the game as it was, as it came out, as it fucking existed, because it was a good game. They don't need new shit. Number 44, custom installation. They add custom installation. People defend it for no reason. No one fucking asked for it. It doesn't save any fucking space, because why would you not have Halo 4 installed when it takes up like literally no fucking room?
Ready to install. It's only 10 gigs. I can install Fortnite, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
I can play against Jake Paul.
Fortnite, and you still have room left over.
Yeah, I have 8 gigs.
And then you have to complicate everything with how you install this, how you install that. This has to be updated. You've not got that part of the game if you want to suddenly play it. It's just confusing and fucking frustrating. And it's like, they only added that shit because they were doing the shit in parts on the PC, but they didn't tell you that at the time. So they're like, oh, we're giving you this feature in the Xbox where you can save some space. It's like, it's not going to save any fucking space. No one fucking asked for it. Fix the fucking game. Give us the stuff we fucking want and make the fucking game work. No, we'll give you custom installation, a feature no one asked for and no one cares about with regard to the Xbox. Then they go, oh, well, we're releasing it on the PC. Well, that's why you put custom installation in then. So don't tell us that it's a fucking good feature for the Xbox, because no one fucking wanted it on the Xbox. Fuck off. 45, the new UI sucks. The new UI sucks. The old one was shit. No doubt, shit. But the new one lags even more, is broken even more, and is harder to find shit than the old one. It's not good. The new UI fucking sucks. It does. Really. And they made the old UI anyway, so even if you're going to argue the old one was fucking shit, well, that was their fault as well. 46. Seasons bullshit, live service bullshit. So not only do you have the games coming in parts, but they're going to give you a fucking Fortnite fucking store or a fucking Fortnite fucking Battle Pass season where you have to unlock shit in a certain order and get points. And it was retarded at launch because you couldn't even unlock anything, so people were boosting the shit out of it. Unreal. 47. Ignoring bugs and adding in bullshit. That's what they do. They ignore a bug. Let's say something's wrong with the game. It's been wrong since launch. Like, I don't know, Halo 2 co-op doesn't work. Let's not put any time into fixing Halo 2 co-op. One of the most important things that needs to be fixed. Maybe it can't be fixed. But if it can't be fixed, why would you put the broken game on the PC if it can't be fixed? It is a standalone release. So, why not fix that? Halo 2 co-op. There's something that's definitely broken. Unanimously broken. Everybody can see it's fucking broken. Halo 2's fucking co-op is broken. They don't fix that. They haven't fixed that. They won't fix that. They give you bullshit like seasons, skins, shit from Halo Online, garbage that no one fucking asked for, custom installation. They don't fix the game. Number 48. Beating the dead horse of the MCC. This is what 343 does. MCC is a dead fucking horse. It's ran its race. It's had its fucking lives. It's on its way to the fucking glue factory. Yet they keep fucking beating it. They keep beating it when it's down. It's dead. It's fucking dead. Let it die. It should have died in 2015. That should have been the last update. It didn't need a Reach edition because Reach on the 360 is fine. We don't need your shit version TU updated Reach. We don't need the game on the PC because it's not the right version anyway. We want standalone releases. If you're going to bring us PC fucking ports of Halo, make them decent. Make them quality. Make them standalone games. Not fucking the bullshit MCC beating a dead horse, man. Number 49. Delayed Forge on Reach PC. So, they had a delayed Forge on fucking Halo 5. And then they didn't learn from that mistake. And they did the same thing. They did the same fucking thing with the fucking Reach on the fucking PC. Oh, well, they're adding some new stuff. No one asked for it. Again, adding bullshit no one fucking asked for. Again, who asked for it? Number 50, extra shit in the forge no one asked for. Number 51, Halo fucking 5. Are we going to forget these fucking idiots made Halo 5? What, the worst first-person shooter ever created by mankind? They made Halo 5. Number 52, Halo 5 reveal trailer gameplay. Okay, somebody down there at 343 must have thought that gameplay looked amazing. Okay, it was awful. It was so bad. It killed all my interest for the game and all my interest in Halo forever. It ruined Halo. That's what it did. That's why half the fan base disappeared. That trailer, that gameplay trailer, that beta fucking footage or whatever, destroyed Halo. Just that trailer. 53, Halo 5 Warzone Mr. Chief trailer. Okay, so not only do you give us a shit game mode like fucking Warzone, but then you have to try and convince all the fucking Muppets that the game is actually good. So you have a condescending arsewipe, the Mr. Chief, who I never liked ever, even in the Bungie days, telling us that we're a bunch of idiots because we don't like microtransactions.
Wait, won't rec packs with special weapons break the exquisitely refined balance of arena multiplayer?
Secure your noise hole, soldier. Grown-ups are talking.
Damn it. So can't someone save up their rec cards, join a Warzone match, and spawn an uber-powerful vehicle?
Your noise hole just doesn't know when to quit.
That's what the fucking trailer says, okay? So anybody that watched that going into Halo 5 is like, oh, it might be okay, kind of. You're literally telling them, if they don't like the microtransactions or whatever, to go fuck themselves. That's what happened in that trailer. It was horrendous. It was so bad. Okay, 54. Taking advice from pros for Halo 5. Okay, so they take advice from pros. Sometimes they do take advice from pros. Sometimes they don't. Because they have a whole fucking call set up with pros to decide what's doing with the Halo Championships. And the Halo Championship settings are in the fucking game. They're not fucking separate just for the Halo Championships. So we start with pistols, with fucking assault rifle starts. Then it goes to pistol starts. And all this shit's going on. And none of the pros actually know anything about fucking game design. And can't fucking do anything themselves. They're all a bunch of fucking muppets. And like, why are you... Did Bungie do any of this? No. Because you don't take people who play the game and tell them to design the game for you. You design the fucking game yourselves. Why are you gonna ask fucking some pleb who plays fucking multiplayer how to fucking build it? For fuck's sake. Number 55, Halo 5 Desert Chief. The fucking trailer. Why was the chief in the desert with a fucking cloak? Never explained. It never was in the game. Yeah, the Guardian was there. Chief in a cloak. Nothing to do with the game. Never happened in the game. Nothing to do with the story. Nothing to do with the book. Nothing to do with Hunt the Truth, which didn't make any sense. Nothing. Wasn't in the game. Why did it happen? Why is there a trailer that's nothing to do with the game? All the trailers, more or less, for Halo fucking 3 or whatever, were in the game. The Halo 2 one is in the game. They just changed it slightly. It's the same. What? Fuck off. Number 56, Ground Pound. Fucking Ground Pound. Who looked at that and thought, hey, there's a cool ability. Let's give him a fucking Destiny power. Number 57, Spartan Charge. Whoa, what was that? Hey, we're playing Destiny. Whoa, look, shoulder charging. Woo!
Boom! Lands the Spartan Charge, stealing the overshield out from underneath the optic gaming set. Boom! Lands the Spartan Charge. Boom! Lands the Spartan Charge, stealing the over.
Okay, Spartan Charge.
One more time, that overshield power up so pivotal. But look at this, Jimbo with 4 enemy players on his screen. He swoops in here, landing that perfectly timed Spartan Charge. Boom! Lands the Spartan Charge, stealing the over.
Like, it's not Halo, man. 58, Infinite Sprint. Lots of people go on and on and on about sprint in Reach, sprint in Halo 4, sprint in Halo 5. They don't know what they're talking about. There's sprint and there's infinite sprint. If you cannot separate the two in your mind as two separate things, then you don't know what you're talking about. Sprint is an armor ability. It's even an ability in Halo 4. It lasts for like 10 seconds. You turn it on, you can run And there's noise so you can hear people coming if they're coming behind you, so you have a chance to react. And then there's a confrontation of some sort. It's an ability which is balanced. Infinite Sprint is not balanced. Infinite Sprint is taking something from Call of Duty and going, hey, let's put that in Halo, which is what Ryan Darcy said in the fucking shit that he put out there.
And our final mobility upgrade didn't help with this escapability problem either, Infinite Sprint. First, let me mention that second to whether or not we included D-Scope for Halo 5, the inclusion of Sprint was one of the most contentious discussions within the studio, specifically because of this escapability problem I just mentioned. But in 2015, Sprint is a staple for the modern FPS gamer. Leaving it out of Halo 5 would have been ignoring a huge portion of the gaming demographics expectations, so the call was made to include it. Additionally, we didn't want to create another resource to manage. This meant leaning towards Infinite Sprint, which in turn complemented Giant Battlegrounds and Warzone, our much-hyped new multiplayer mode. So these were all the mobility upgrades we shipped in Halo 5. What didn't make the cut? Really only one significant Spartan ability was lost in the end. Here's a pretty simple previs showing proof we pursued and subsequently cut a boost jump. Nothing fancy here, pretty straightforward, we've seen this in other games. Pretty straightforward, we've seen this in other games.
At that fucking Comic Con or whatever it was. So, Gamecom thing. I don't forget what it's called. But that's what... So, Infinite Sprint was literally just thrown into the game without any thought for balance or anything. And Infinite Sprint is not the same as regular Sprint. Okay? That's it. If you think it is, you don't know what you're talking about. How can infinitely sprinting around the map be the same as having an ability for 10 seconds which then has to recharge? It's completely different. And that irritates me when people try and say, oh, Sprint killed Halo. No, it didn't. Not by itself, it didn't. It's one thing that ruined Halo. And it's Infinite Sprint that ruined Halo. An ability in Reach and an ability in Halo 4, okay, there was a perk, but that's a perk. The issue is the perks in Halo 4. The perk for Infinite Sprint is an issue in Halo 4, not the base gameplay. So, again, it doesn't make sense. There's nothing... The Sprint works. It works. It lets you close somebody down for a short amount of time. That's it. You can't really escape with it because if somebody else is using another ability, they can keep up. The dive, roll, the sprint. There's a lot of abilities what you can keep up with other people. If everybody's using sprint like in Halo 4, there's no fucking difference. Everybody can keep up with everybody else. And it's only for 10 seconds. So your gun is not fucking off your fucking, aim for very long. In Halo 5, it's different. It's infinite sprint. Please keep up. Thank you. Number 59, COD controls. COD controls. Not only did they fuck up Halo 4 by having crouch on the B button, for no reason, so crouch jumping became retarded, unless you have some kind of modded control or something, because you can't set that shit on the thumbstick, because sprint has to be there, even though sprint could be on LB and Reach, but you can't do it in Halo 4, because fucking 343. But COD controls in Halo 5, literal Call of Duty controls with ridiculous fucking control setup, not only in the beta, but then it was then changed in the game and it was still horrendous. And just the defense of it, of people saying it doesn't matter that Halo has Call of Duty controls. Anybody off the fucking street or that plays Halo generically is going to come into the game and they're going to feel like they're playing Call of Duty off the bat, and that's not a problem. Well, clearly it was a problem because they lost half the fan base. Really. Unbelievable. And number 60, shitty Halo 4 controls. I'll elaborate. Why the fuck is B button crouch? Why is it? B button is not crouch. Why the fuck did they change the controls from Reach that were fucking perfect? Oh, but the armor abilities. The armor abilities could have been on B button and then the D-pad is change grenade. That's it. Because you don't need the armor ability on the top left because sprint can be top left. And then crouch stays the same. But no. They had to fuck it all up and have sprint be on the thumbstick and make it like Call of Duty. Bullshit. 61, hit markers on all weapons. Why the fuck is there hit markers in Halo? Why is the fucking grenade indicators fucking in Halo? Number 62, why are they there? Hit markers and grenade indicators should not be in Halo. It's not Call of Duty. It's not Destiny. Why are they there? Okay? Halo, you see a grenade coming in, that's how you know there's a grenade there. If you throw a grenade behind somebody, they don't know it's there. They hear it. This is sound. It's done through sound and being aware of the environment, not through an indicator. They've killed Halo. They've turned it into Call of Duty. Okay? If somebody throws a grenade blindly into a room and they get a hit marker off the grenade, then they know someone is in their half shield. That's the pros said that, not me. And that's a fact. You know, if you throw something blindly into a room, you're getting feedback that somebody is in there. That's what hit markers do. You can't get that feedback elsewhere. You can't. And if someone's in smoke or something, you shoot at them. Or if somebody is across the map and you don't know if you're hitting them or not, you do because there's a hit marker. Halo had that, like, well, am I hitting him or not kind of situation when they're so far away. You can't have hit markers to kill the game. You can't have grenade indicators. Number 63, Spartan chatter. He's throwing a grenade, guys! Why is that in Halo? It's a Call of Duty thing. We don't need the fucking guys next to me, who are real players, mind you. Real players who have voices themselves who can speak, saying, I'm throwing a grenade! Why is the AI, not even the AI, other people's characters talking on their own? What is that shit? Fuck off. Number 64, no fucking split screen. Are you for real? No fucking split screen. A staple of all Halo, a staple of fucking LAN parties for years, one of the most important features of any game ever, is removed. For what reason? Oh, we don't need it. We need 60 FPS. Okay, well, you've lost all sight of everything. You've lost all sight of everything. Split screen is very important. What about co-op campaign? What about playing shit on fucking 2 TVs with 2 Xboxes and having 2 on each screen, or 4 on each screen, having 8 people in a room playing fucking Halo? What happened to that? This is important. It's an important feature. Now, if they take the feature out and then they try and celebrate pouring it back in for Infinite, it should never have been removed in the first place. This is retarded. Fanboys said, we don't care about split screen. It's not important. Then when 343 brings it back, they praise 343 for bringing it back. Oh, great, they're bringing it back. It makes no sense. Obviously, it's an important feature of any game all over the fucking world, and any game, any genre, anywhere. If it has split screen, that is a huge A+ thing that is important to the game. I'm sorry. That's what it is. It's a fact. Right? If it's removed and then put back in, they shouldn't get praised for it because it never should be removed in the first place. It's a staple. It should be in most games. Sadly, it isn't in most games. Sadly, it isn't. But it should be. It fucking should be, and it needs to be in most games. It's ridiculous. Number 65, bro celebrations with Spartans in the beta. Yo, so instead of like just a scoreboard and going back to the menu, how about we have them shake hands and dance around like goofs? Because that's what Spartans do. Number 66, thrust. Why, on top of infinite sprint, do you need a thrust ability that throws you forward to make jumps even easier? And this isn't even on the list. Clambering. Clambering isn't even on the list. So there's a bonus one for you. Fucking clambering. Why is that fucking bullshit in the game? Number 67. The hover ability. Why, when you aim down a sight, do you hover in place? Bullshit. 68. Breakable maps. Like when the fucking pro tournament and Team Miseng got out of the map and all that bullshit.
I have no idea anymore. Me too. So, as you can see, they're just finding. Where are these guys? What is happening?
The maps are breakable in Halo 5. Number 69. The breakout game mode. Okay, let's take Tron. Let's take completely shitty 3 shitty maps that no one cares about. Let's take content away from the main game to make a separate game mode that no one's going to like. And let's try and force that as a separate game mode for no apparent reason. Breakouts. Utter dog shit. Number 70, Warzone. Game mode completely revolving around microtransaction bullshit. Paying real money to actually win the game mode. Yeah, amazing game mode. Fucking dog shit. Oh, it's an evolution of Invasion on steroids. It's BTB on steroids, they said. Yeah, of course. It's microtransaction filled garbage where you have to go to rec stations and buy shit with real money to have cards to then use vehicles and weapons in the game. Yeah, fucking great game mode. Fucking dog shit. Number 71. No firefight at launch in Halo 5. No fucking firefight at launch. Probably the same shit's going to happen in Infinite. None of the shit's going to be there at launch because it's a live service game. No firefight at launch of Halo 5. And fanboys said, no one gives a shit about firefight. And then later they bring it back and they're like, oh yeah, it's fucking back. Okay. I spiteful. Number 72. Warzone Firefight. The worst horde mode / firefight / whatever you want to call it in the whole of video games of all time. Horrendous. You have to spend real money to get vehicles and weapons. Bullet sponge enemies. Horrendous gameplay. Awful, slow, boring gameplay. Awful. Awful. 73. The first half of Spartan Ops in Halo 4. It's boring, okay? Most people watching this video won't have played all of Spartan Ops because they won't have been as diehard into Halo as I was and actually forced myself to play all of the Spartan Ops, right? The second half of Spartan Ops, when shit actually became more available, was actually good. There's actually some good content in there. If you play all the way through, there's some good content in the Spartan Ops. But the first half of it, the shit that was on the disc, the shit that comes day one or whatever, shit. Utter shit. 74. Halo 5's plot. Halo 5's plot. What is the plot? Okay, so we miss out what happens between Halo 4 and 5. A load of shit. Like, they completely changed the fucking plot from, like, what happened at the end of Spartan Ops. None of that follows over. And we just dropped in the middle of it from, like, out of a book somewhere. And it doesn't follow on from Halo 4 at all. And there isn't even a thing explaining what happened in between for people that didn't read the books. Utter nonsense. The plot makes no fucking sense. Why are we trying to get the Guardians? What is happening? Why does the Warden Eternal keep showing up? Why is there only 3 missions with Master Chief? The plot stinks. It's terrible. All over. Why are we against Master Chief, but we're not really against Master Chief? But it's a terrible plot. The Halo 5's plot is terrible. 75. Halo Nightfall. The worst Halo TV series of all time. Until the new one comes out. Spartan Lock, they're sent to a fucking Halo ring. A piece of Halo ring that, well, actually, the fucking shit before that was terrible on wherever planet it was. But they're sent to a fucking Halo ring, a piece of Halo ring that's going into the sun anyway. So why are they there? The whole plot makes no fucking sense. The characters suck. The cliche shit sucks. Like, daddy misses his kids in space shit. Spartan Lock sucks. The characters around him suck. The suspense, trying to build suspense with the fucking straws, it sucks. The whole thing sucks. Number 76. Spartan Lock himself fucking sucks. He sucks fucking ass. What's good about him? The guy that plays the actor, the person doing the character and the movement and the visuals, it doesn't even do his own voice in the game. Someone else does his voice. What's the point? The character sucks. They had to get 2 fucking actors to play Spartan Lock to complete the character. And he sucks. He sucks. He's boring. What? Oh, he was supposed to kill the Arbiter, but then he didn't, and now he's after Master Chief. But who is he? What's his backstory? He's got no backstory in Nightfall, no backstory in Halo 5. Who is he? And who cares who he is? Because he's fucking boring, and he's getting killed off in Infinite. As per the Mega Bloks. He fucking sucks. He chews turds. He's wanking Nightfall, one of the worst series ever. And then in Halo 5, he was just as terrible. He sucks. 77. Fucking Vale. Vale is fucking voiced by an actor, and again, the visual actor is somebody who's 343's sister or some bullshit. Who the fuck is Vale? A character that just gets in your way in campaign, constantly fucking in your way, in front of you, getting grenades stuck on her back and shit. What use is she? What use is she? What does she actually do? Oh, she can kill elites in a cutscene with a pistol, because that makes sense. But she's useless. What's the point of these characters? Why do you need all these fucking Fraggle characters? Because we just need to get more whamming in the game. We're going to get more whamming in the game. We'll get onto that. Fucking bullshit. 78. Tanaka sucks, man. Tanaka fucking sucks. The only cool thing about Tanaka is you spawn with the fucking DMR. No fucking reason for it to like her as a character. What's the point of Tanaka? She has one speech in the whole game and it's terrible. It's fucking terrible. What does she do? Why is she there? Why do we need all these Fraggle characters? These fucking munch characters. What do they're useless. It's stupid. Okay, 79. Social justice warrior Cortana in Halo 5. Okay, so in Halo 4, 343 basically made Cortana really sexualized, even more sexualized than she was in Halo 3 for some reason. And then for some reason, they in Halo 5, they're like, let's just cover everything up. And the fucking line from the game, like, Master Chief says something to it, and then she says, it was time for a change. Like, we know what's going on here. Politics is now being put into the fucking game. All the women have to be covered up. Because censorship, because of feminist bullshit. And it's like, this is fucking killing the game. Cortana was never fully naked. She was only ever half naked. And then you have to make her into this big fucking suit with like a pale face. It doesn't even look like Cortana's face. Like, it doesn't even look like Cortana to begin with, let alone changing her fucking attire. So she looks nothing like the character. It's like she's a different fucking person. It's so out of place. Okay? Now you can say, oh, well, it's to do with like the story of like how AI can become more human and all that bullshit, but this character does not look like Cortana anymore at all. It doesn't make sense. 80 and 81. Halo 5's art style and Halo 4's art style. They suck. They're not as good as the old games. They look cartoony as balls. They don't look good at all compared to the older games. Number 82, Halo Infinite's art style. Looks cartoony as fuck and doesn't look as good as the old games. Number 83, Halo Infinite itself. It's a live service piece of shit game that no one cares about. It's in Game Pass, but you can play free-to-play multiplayer outside of Game Pass. None of it makes sense. It doesn't even drive Game Pass sales. It's an awful game. Terrible idea. Number 84. The Warden Eternal 7 times in Halo 5. Why do we have 7 of the same fucking boss? Sometimes multiple times in the same level, sometimes at the end of a level. Even if there's a good level in the game, which there fucking isn't really. Like maybe San Helios. Like every single fucking level has a Warden boss. 9 times out of 10. 7. There's only 15 missions. 7 missions. Or 6 missions, because I think there's 2 in one mission. You fight him twice, if you can believe that shit. There's like 6 missions where you have to fight the Warden Eternal. That's half the game is fighting the Warden Eternal. That's half the game in Halo 5. It's terrible pacing, design, no creativity whatsoever. The same boss 7 times. It sucks. In a first-person shooter, that is terrible. That is awful. 85. The Grunt Goblin sucks. Fuck you, Ackman. Fuck you for saying, oh, the Grunt Goblin, how cool of an idea that was. They take a normal fucking grunt, make him big, and now he's the Grunt Goblin. They take the same fucking sprite, the same fucking animations and everything, and then just make it bigger, and now it's a different fucking thing. That's supposed to be a boss. The most Destiny-style boss I've ever seen. It's the same enemy, but bigger. And it takes more damage. Wow. So original. The worst fucking shit ever in the game, man. Awful. Fucking awful, man. 86. Halo 5's microtransactions. Are we supposed to forget the fucking bullshit? The fact that they had rec packs in the game, the fact that you had to spend real money to play Warzone and Firefight and all this stuff, we're going to just forget that? No, we're not going to forget that. It's fucking bullshit. Fucking microtransactions. And what about the fact that they said that none of the things wouldn't be able to be got with in-game currency, and then they were. You couldn't get some with in-game currency. Utter bullshit. Number 87. The Warzone Pass. You have a Warzone Pass to get packs on a weekly basis. So there's like a subscription service for more fucking ret packs in the fucking game. Bullshit. Number 88. Killing Juland Armor in the first mission of Halo 5. So the Spartan Lock story that you force yourself to play because it's not even that great. It's good, the second half or whatever, like the gameplay. The story's not even that good. But then the story doesn't even go anywhere. What happened to the Janice key? Why is Juland Armor killed in the first? Juland Armor could have been a boss in Halo 5 instead of the Warden Eternal over and over. Why isn't Juland Armor more of a character in Halo 5? They ruined him. They wasted our time. He's killed in the first fucking... Well, not the first cutscene, but the end of the end cutscene of the first mission. Lock kills him. He stabs him in the neck. That's it. That's what happened to Juland Armor. He was supposed to be this big fucking important character in Halo 4 Spartan Ops, yet they kill him. And they're going to do the same shit in Halo fucking Infinite. They're going to just kill a load of characters off, and we're going to be like, well, why? Where the fuck are they? What the fuck is going on? And that's my point for number 89. Doing the same shit above for Infinite. That's what they're going to do. They're going to do the same shit in Infinite. They're going to fucking kill the characters. They're going to fucking change the story. They're not going to follow the story on from Halo 5. It's going to be a fucking time skip and all that bullshit. It's not even going to follow on from the last game. Fucking bollocks. They did that with Halo 5 and it sucked. And they're doing it again. Number 90. Halo 5's bullshit build-up trailers. All the bullshit with like Spartan Lock standing over Master Chief or Chief standing over Spartan Lock and all the shit about like there being this big epic fight and all that bullshit. I knew it was bullshit from day one, but still, why did they do all that? What was the point? It didn't make any sense. All the build-up trailers sucked. Even the ones that were taken from the cutscenes in the game, they sucked. It all sucked. 91, no BTB at launch in Halo 5. And number 92, and then when it came out, they were Forge maps. They were only Forge maps, so remove all the Forge maps from Halo Reach, but then only do Forge maps for BTB in Halo 5. Makes perfect sense. Makes perfect sense. Do shitty Forge maps and shitty Forge maps only for the Big Team Battle. Big Team Battle is only one of the most important game modes. Even in Halo 4 was popular. I know it was just Slayer, it wasn't really Big Team Battle, but on paper, Big Team Battle was important in Halo 4, as well as it was in fucking Halo 3, Reach, 2, etc. Big Team Battle's a huge part of Halo. Shitty Forge maps and delayed from release. Yeah, shit. Number 92. No restart mission button at launch. It came in a 6-month update. A restart mission button for the campaign. That it took 6 months to get that. Unbelievable. For Halo 5. Unbelievable. Number 94. No bomb assault in Halo 4. Number 95. No bomb assault in Halo 5. Number 96, no invasion in Halo 4. Number 97, no invasion in Halo 5. Basically, no fucking game modes. Just shit game modes like Warzone that no one wants. Number 98, ruining CTF in Halo 4. And in Halo 5, number 99. Why the fuck can we see where the flag carrier is with an icon? Why the fuck does the flag carrier carry a pistol? What's that all about? What happened to the flag being able to be dropped? What happened to the flag being you were vulnerable and you couldn't shoot? Why did they change the format of capture the flag completely in their Halo games and ruin it? So not only can you not play bomb assault, but they ruined capture the flag. They ruined all the objective modes that we actually like, changed them, make them their shitty objective modes and ruin the game. What's the point in having the flag and everybody knows where you are? The whole point of the flag is you sneak in or you take it when everyone's dead and then you make your way across the map and the enemy team has to figure out where you are. If they know where you are, they can spawn ahead of you and kill you. If they spawn ahead of you in Halo 3 or Halo Reach, they might run past you. They might not know that you're taking the low route, or they might not know that you're taking the mid route. They don't know where you are. They don't know where you are until one of their team tells them, because somebody has to see you and tell the rest of the team. That's if they're communicating with each other. In Halo 4, there's an icon that tells everybody where you fucking are. Completely killed Big Team Battle, completely killed CTF. They killed everything. Every fucking game mode they killed. Someone else they killed, number 100. They killed the Didact in a fucking book, for fuck's sake. The main villain, the main protagonist, the main fucking antagonist of fucking Halo 4 is the Didact. He's actually a cool character. He's got godly powers that Master Chief can't actually fight against. And we're all like, how is he going to beat this guy? And they kill him in a book. He falls off the bridge in Halo 4 into the slip space fucking thing and he disappears. It's like he doesn't officially die. He just falls. We're all expecting him to come back in like Halo 5 or Halo 6 or whatever. And they kill him in a book. They kill one of the only cool things about Halo 4 in a book. The only cool characters. And you can hate the Didact all you want. And it still makes no sense to kill him in a book. Because he had all the build up and the story and everything. And they kill him in a book. It makes no sense. To the point now where they're having to create new fucking antagonists for the Chief. Like a random brute every 5 minutes. Not even Atriox, who they built up in Halo Wars 2. But another one. And they just... We needed the Didact. The Didact should not have been killed in a fucking book. That book needs to be retconned right now. But they won't do that. It's ridiculous. Why would you kill off one of the main characters in a book? No one gives a fuck about the books. We care about the games. If the Didact appears in a book, fine. But why have you got to kill him off? And why can't he somehow come back? He's like a god. Surely he can come back even if he died. Or so. There's a way around it, surely. This is bullshit. Number 101. No blur cutscenes in Infinite. The blur cutscenes for Halo 2 Anniversary are amazing. The blur cutscenes in Call of Duty Infinite Warfare are amazing. The cutscenes in Halo Infinite look like shit. Somewhere along the line, 343 said they were looking at using blur cutscenes in all their games. No one can find that quote. No one can find that quote, but they did use them in Halo Wars 2. And again, they looked impressive. They looked good. And they do not use them for Infinite. Why? Why are they not used? That's one of the best things about fucking Halo 2 Anniversary and Halo Wars 2 is the fucking cutscenes look decent because they're done by Blur Studios. Why are they not in Halo Infinite? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. 102. Halo 2's disastrous launch on MCC PC. You think we were going to forget about that? It was worse than it when it came out. When it came out, you couldn't play it. And then 6 years later or whatever, they bring it back and they fuck it up royally. They fuck it up royally. So where you can like shoot the fucking ground and shit. That's 103. Halo 2 PC players can get kills by shooting the fucking floor. That's the launch disaster of Halo 2 on PC. MCC. Number 104. Bonnie Ross is a crazy feminist. This is a fact, okay? This is a fact. I'm sorry. You gotta understand this. Bonnie Ross doesn't give a shit about Halo. What she cares about is gender diversity. She cares about bringing in more women into the studio. Not about bringing in more talented people. She doesn't bring in talented people. She brings in people who are of a certain diversity to fill a diversity quota that they've got over there at 343 and Microsoft. They're not bringing in talented people. Now, some of these people could be talented. Some of these women could be talented. Some of these people could be talented that fit the diversity quota. But if you're looking for people who are women to come in and do the job, you're not looking for the best people. If the best people are white Caucasian males or Asian males like they were at Bungie, then those are the people that should be being hired for the job, because you're making a fucking video game product for everybody to enjoy. And this is a game for men, predominantly for men. Men play first-person shooters, not women. What women play first-person shooters? Ah, well, I know this streamer and I know this person. Yes, there's some, but overwhelmingly, it's for men. And overwhelmingly, The women that play it understand that overwhelmingly the people are men, and that's how it's always going to be. Even if they hire everybody at 343 as a fucking woman, it's still going to be played by men because it's a game for men. So why are women designing it? They don't give a shit about shooters. These women that are being hired can't. And if half of these people go off pregnant, that's half the workforce gone. And there's obviously problems with that. There's obviously pitfalls of hiring women for this particular type of job. Not all jobs, but this particular job is better suited for a man for this particular fucking type of game. If it's The Sims, who cares? Women love that shit, that social shit, like Big Brother, fucking social games like that, like The Sims, Dance Dance Revolution. I could see women designing those games because they actually like to play those games. Halo is a man's game. The lead person is essentially the Kathleen Kennedy of Halo. It's Bonnie Ross. Everything that's wrong with Halo is her fault from first to the last, and it's because she is a crazy feminist and she's bringing in people to fill diversity quotas. That's why Halo 5 story sucks, because they have to put in Vale, they have to put in Tanaka, they have to put in female characters, strong female characters for some reason. It's utter nonsense, man. Number 105. Kiki Wolfkill knows nothing and is the head of transmedia for the game. What? She doesn't know anything. She doesn't understand, like, basic shit. Like,
we haven't seen him since Halo 3. We haven't seen him since Halo 3. We haven't seen him since Halo 3.
Dang it, I can't get away long enough to not let my shields recharge.
The Flood were last seen in Halo 3. Well, no, they were last seen in Spartan Assaults in the story, but they were also last seen in Halo Wars 1 before Halo Wars 2. Yet she gets that wrong. She's here to talk about Halo Wars 2 and doesn't remember that the Flood were in Halo Wars 1. Like, I can understand Spartan Assault, like, she forgets that, but the Flood were in Halo Wars 1. So how have they not seen the fucking Flood for fucking since Halo 3? Why has we not seen, as an audience, the Flood since Halo 3? That's what she said. Why is that? She knows nothing. You can tell from her interview she doesn't care. She doesn't know anything. That's my opinion. She knows nothing. Number 106. Josh Holmes sucks. He dropped important news via Twitter. That's what he did. That's how we found out there was no split screen. Josh Holmes on Twitter said there was no split screen. He had to confirm it, because it came up on the Xbox Dash as now it's one player or 1 to fucking 16 online or whatever the fuck it is in Halo. It might be 1 to fucking 25. I don't know. I can't remember. In Halo 5, right? So it came up on the Xbox Dash, and people were like, where's the split screen? Shouldn't it be 1 to 4 split screen local? Shouldn't it say that? Because it did say that at first, and people thought it was going to have split screen. And then they were like, well, Josh Holmes is the man to ask. So someone asked him on Twitter, and he was like, well, all modes use 60 FPS and fucking dedicated servers. He didn't even answer the question. He dodged the question. And then the guy says, well, does that mean it has split screen or not? And then someone else replied, well, he's giving you the answer, man. It obviously doesn't, because he hasn't confirmed that it does. So, and that's how they fucking released the information that split screen was removed. Josh Holmes was a weirdo about it on Twitter. That's how we found out. Through the Xbox Dash and through Twitter, we find out that there's no split screen. Not 343 don't come out themselves and tell us there's no split screen. They just pretend that it's still there and cover it up. Bullshit. So Josh Holmes sucks. 107. Quentin Del Hoye was fucking clueless, man. He fucking sucks. What the fucking shit he used to come out with was like, oh, well, we're going to make a game that's really competitive and fuck all of modes that are not competitive, because I'm all about competitive and competitive. We've got the pros in, and the pros are telling us to do this, and we're going to do this. It was terrible. Halo 5 was built for pros, by fucking Quentin Del Hoye, and it's a terrible game. There's no fun to be had in the game. It's all fucking, like, built by him and some fucking idiots. It's a terrible fucking game all around. Nobody had the balls to tell Del Hoye he was full of shit. And I'm here to tell you he was full of shit because he didn't have a clue what he was doing because he made Halo 5's multiplayer. And the comments he come out with about not needing social playlists is the biggest bunch of bullshit I've ever heard. I don't have the quote to hand, but he said that social playlists were not required. People said to him, where are the social playlists? Halo is not all about the pros. Halo needs social playlists. And he was like, no, they don't. Ridiculous. 108, Frank O'Connor is nobody. Every single fanboy on the internet seems to think that Frank O'Connor has done something in Halo or been something in Halo. He's literally customer relations person. His title has changed over the years, but he is basically like a sketch or whatever. He comes out and he's a face of Halo. He talks about Halo. He, interacts with fans. That is Frank O'Connor's primary role. That's what he does, okay? He's nobody. He hasn't built the game, coded the game. He's not Max Oberman, He's not fucking Jason Jones. He's nobody. Just because he was there in the Bungie days doesn't mean he's a somebody, and he isn't. 109, Sketch has no communication skills. He sucks. Why do they have Sketch? Yes, he was there in the Bungie days. He did some stuff in the Bungie days. But now he's just totally sold out. He can't communicate. He's the community manager. That's what Sketch is. Sketch is actually the community manager, and he has no communication skills. He's terrible at communicating anything. Like when we see him in the fucking, the slip screen fucking thing, the Xbox event, the live stream, or we see him at the Halo Wars 2 fucking thing where he's talking bullshit, and he can't explain to us the fucking DLC. Like, terrible. No communication skills. 110. Chris Lee can't say split screen. He says slip screen. Let's not forget that. He can't say split screen. Why? 111. Chris Lee left. Not only can he not say split screen, he fucking left. So that's all we need to know about him. He's been there since fucking Halo 4, and now he's left. What's he done there since he's been there? Nothing. And he was the lead of the fucking game, and he can't say split screen. Fuck's sake. You'd think, though, this is the thing. You'd think if you're coming out to talk about split screen, you'd come out and talk about it. But they don't do that. It's buried in a live stream, and they can't even say split screen. They say slip screen. And all the people there are like goofing around. Fuck's sake. 112, the previous head of the studio also left. I can't even remember this guy's name. I don't even know if he ever appeared in a video or in any kind of documentation. But there was another head before Chris Lee that also left the Infinite Project. So we've lost 2 studio heads. This is turning into Crackdown 3. It's horrendous. 113. Certain Affinity were brought into Infinite at the last minute. So not last Christmas, but the Christmas before is when Certain Affinity was brought in to work on Infinite. The game is supposed to have been sort of made in the last, obviously after Halo 5. Halo 5 was live service, so there's a couple of years there, probably where they did fuck all and just worked on Halo 5. So we're talking 2018, 2019, 2020, that's 3 years. And they didn't bring in Certain Affinity to help with the game until 2019, December. Ridiculous. 114, the Halo Infinite demo. The Halo Infinite demo. They had all the fucking fanboys go to this demo and tell them it was amazing. You had the Ubinix and the LNGs and all the people, the hidden Xperias, and I don't know exactly who went, but some of these definitely went. Ubinix definitely went, and Green Skull most likely had seen it. A lot of these people had seen this demo before it came out to the public, and not one of them said it was going to be terrible. And then when it got released to Joe Public at E3, everyone was like, what the fuck is this shit? So 343 are surrounding themselves with people who tell them what they want to hear for a demo, and then when it comes out to the public, they're surprised when people are like, it's shit. It's amazing. And that demo was awful. Fucking square trees and all that, the fucking shit pop in, and it was terrible. 115. Handling the backlash of the shit demo. Okay, so they handle the backlash by damage controlling. Chris Lee, damage controls. Aaron Greenberg, damage controls. Fanboys, damage control. Canuck, damage controls. Chief Canuck. Green Skull, damage controls. All the fucking shills they have, they damage control the fucking game. Ubernick says it's the best fucking shit he's ever seen. He starts fucking crying watching the fucking thing, and he's like, vroom, vroom, vroom for the fucking warthog and all that shit. And it's terrible. It looks like fucking Minecraft. We can all see it looks terrible. And cartoony and shit. Unbelievable. 116. Halo Infinite being delayed. Okay, you tell us a game's coming out in 2020 with the new Xbox. It's the only exclusive on the system, even though it's on PC and also on the old Xbox. For some fucking bullshit reason. But it's the only exclusive you have coming out with the new system. And it gets delayed. Which is awful. Should have delayed the console. Because they can't even, nobody can get one anyway. 117. Free to play Halo Online. That's right. So they make a Russia only Halo game that is free to play. I tell everybody this is the beginning of the end. That this is going to mean that if people support this and whatever, and this is a success, then all Halo is going to go free to play. And I'm told that I'm an idiot. I don't know what I'm talking about. And this is like 2016. And now Halo Infinite has gone free to play. What I said came true. And that's 118. Free to play Halo Infinite. The game is free to play. Okay? Name a good free to play game. Stop right there. There ain't any. There ain't any. There's no good free to play games. They're all terrible. They're all microtransaction filled trash. They're all shit. There's no good free to play games. Right? Halo is now becoming a free to play game. It's going to be bad. It's going to be worse than Halo 5. Wake up. 119. Halo Infinite Battle Royale. Okay, so are we really going to believe 343 is not doing a Battle Royale for Halo Infinite? Maybe they're not doing one at launch. Maybe it's going to come later like Call of Duty did. Okay, there's no Halo Infinite Battle Royale at launch, guys, but that doesn't mean we might not change our mind and make one later. Yeah. They're making one, man. They're making one because they have no original ideas. The only logical explanation is that he must be making a Battle Royale. Because they've kept Halo 5's gameplay. They haven't learned from the mistakes. They want to make the game shitty Call of Duty clone. And what's Call of Duty doing now? What's Fortnite doing? They copy other games. That's what they do. That's what they've done.
Pretty straightforward. We've seen this in other games.
Every game's doing Battle Royale. Why won't this game? 120. Halo Infinite Fortnite store. You know it's coming. It's already in fucking MCC. 121. Halo Infinite Seasons. You know they're coming. 122. Halo Infinite Battle Passes. You know they're coming. 123. Halo Infinite fucking gameplay. It's trash. It's the same as Halo 5. Repeat everything I've said about Halo 5. About the clan bit. About the fucking ADS. I don't even know if I've said that. Everything in the game is fucking like Halo 5. It's garbage. It's shit. I don't know if ADS is actually in, to be honest, but everything else fucking is. The hit markers are in. The fucking clamber's in. The fucking movement is in. It's fucking Halo 5. It's just a different... It's a slightly different version of Halo 5 with a reskin on it. That's what Halo Infinite is. It's got a grappling hook. Wow. Same fucking game. The 124. Brohammer fucking sucks, man. He's annoying fucker, man. What... It's like, oh, yeah, oh, Chief, why you, oh, and he saves Chief with putting electric into his fucking chest. Really? That's how you restart Spartan Army. Just like a jump start of a car. That makes total sense, doesn't it? Fuck off. Brohammer sucks. He's got a shit ass character, and he's what they're using to replace fucking Cortana. to be the guy over the mic talking to you and stuff. That annoying fucker. Really? That's the game? Fucking Brohammer. Shite, man. 125 censorship on forums and Waypoint and stuff. So it might be the moderators, it might be 343 directly, but if you post anything negative, and I don't even do this because I already know that you get banned, like anything negative towards any of the games will be banned. It will be weeded out and destroyed. You can't find negative stuff unless it's about bugs in the game, like the Master Bug Collection or whatever that's on the forums. What's like they can't argue because it's a fact. If you try and have an opinion on anything, you're going to get fucking censored, man. 126, removal of Halo stats tracking. And 127, no stat archive. So, they removed all the tracking from all the games, and then they removed all the stats and just deleted everything without telling anybody, without giving anybody a chance to back anything up, even though Bungie backed everything up years ago, and it was there for years. I don't know if it's already gone now. I think it went last year. But Bungie's fucking archive of Halo Reach, Halo 3 stats and Halo 2 stats was around longer than 343's. And 343 looks after Halo. Therefore, they should still have fucking Halo stats on the website. And they could have archived that shit. If they're going to remove stat tracking for all games, okay, that's fine. But why is there no archive? That really pissed me off. Like, I like to look up people who can see, you know, what their stats were and stuff, and compared to mine and stuff from back in the day. It's fun. But apparently, they don't matter. So let's remove them. Because we suck at 343. 128, no score attack at launch in Halo 5. Again, features missing. 129, no Spartan Strike on Xbox One. Okay? Why is there a game? Why is Spartan Assault on Xbox One, but Spartan Strike isn't? Like, come on. 130, Halo Recruit VR. The worst VR game ever, if you even call it a game. And to quote J-Dog, who went fucking nuts over this, I might buy VR now because of this 5-minute demo. And it's like 500 quid for a VR, so that's £100 a minute that he's willing to spend on a VR headset to play a shitty Halo demo. And we're saying that people are not fanboys for Halo. Like, these people are genuine fans. No, they're fucking nuts. That's crazy talk. And I'm getting hate for saying that that's retarded. It's retarded to buy a £500 headset for a 5-minute demo? Yes, it is. It's not retarded for me to say that. 131, Bonnie Ross in the Chic and STEM ad. Okay, so we got this fucking ad with Bonnie Ross with a load of little schoolgirls talking bullshit, and it's like forced diversity again with all these fucking like corporations do it now, and it's like, oh, look at all these little girls, they're the future. Okay, what about the little boys? Do you know what I mean? Like, can't they learn fucking STEM? Shouldn't we encourage them to learn STEM? Like, what's the logic here? Why are we forcing this shit? If the girls don't want to do this shit, why do we force them to do it? 132. Bonnie Ross says Halo 5's multiplayer was a success. Enough said, they only lost half the fan base. You know what you're talking about, Bonnie. Yeah. 133. Losing half the sales with Halo 5. They lost half the sales. Hey, it went from like 9 million down to possibly 5. That's the high end of Halo 5 sales is 5 million, if you believe that. Okay, 5 million from 9. They lost half the fan base, and that doesn't include the population. That's just sales. They lost like 4 million sales plus. 134, the lowest population in Halo 5. So the lowest population in Halo history ever in Halo history is in Halo 5. Lower than Halo 4, and Halo 4 lost population way faster, but Halo 4 had more competition from Halo Reach, so it actually had competition from itself. Halo 5 didn't really have that. It was on a new console, and fucking population plummeted faster than Halo 4's. But then again, Halo 4 had a higher player base out of the gate with its 8 million, 9 million sales. Halo 5 didn't have that. It only sold 5 million because they saw the fucking beta footage, they saw the fucking trailers, they saw all this shit, and they were like, you know what? Fuck that shit. So they didn't buy it. Number 135, Halo Wars 2's buggy launch. Okay, the fucking launch of Halo Wars 2 was like an MCC launch, and it's still broken now. 136, broken Halo Wars 2 tutorial. It freezes, it bugs out, it's broken. 137, broken achievements in Blitz mode in Halo Wars 2 at launch. You can't fucking get achievements. 138, Blitz mode microtransactions. Yeah, because they're good. Everyone said they weren't coming, and I said, yes, they are. And I was right. 139, bullshit Halo Wars 2 DLC. Exactly the same as Halo 4. They give you a season pass, and then they sell you DLC on top. Number 140, Sketch screwing up the DLC announcement, not explaining what was free DLC and what was paid DLC, and you had to find out yourself after the fucking event. Yeah, great. Bell end. 141, the puke lighting in Halo 5's Forge. Enough said. 142, 3 missions as Master Chief in Halo 5. How can you have 3 missions as the Master Chief? It's not... Halo 2 had half the missions as the Arbiter, half the missions as the Master Chief. That's how you do it. That's how you introduce a new character. You don't force the character every fucking thing, and then Master Chief is like, what, 3 missions? How is it a Halo game at that point? How is it a Halo game if you play 3 missions as the Master Chief? 143, Halo Wars 2 reinstall bug, which is still broken to this day. If you go on the game and there's been an update, if there's ever an update for the game, or, you know, even if you haven't played it for a while and you try and load the game up, it tries to reinstall the entire game. Every bit of DLC, every update, every title update, every little update they do, you have to reinstall the entire game every time, and that has not been fixed. It is bullshit. 144. The Infinite Engine demo was bullshit again. They did the same with Halo 5. They had the Master Chief with the cloak and all that. Well, Halo Infinite had fucking, like, deer running through the woods and shit. And none of that's going to be in the game. Like, the whole visual showcase of the engine demo Infinite thing is nothing to do with the game. Looks nothing like the game. And I said that when it was out. It's a load of bullshit. And it was. 145, releasing on Xbox One. The infinite failure, okay? What kind of idiot releases... You got a high-powered, high-end console coming to the market that can actually do something, can actually produce all the shit that we need in the game, that make it look better, make it play better, make it worth fucking playing, but let's make it for the piece of shit Xbox One, which is 7-year-old hardware, and cram it onto old consoles. Yeah, that's really going to work. That's a really good idea. Make it a fucking last-gen game for a next-gen console. What the fuck are you doing? 146. Live service Destiny missions. So, there's going to be DLC missions in Halo Infinite. So, the story isn't going to be complete. And even if it is complete, quote-unquote, there's going to be parts of the story that are only accessible behind a further paywall where you have to buy missions. Yeah. Sounds great, doesn't it? No, I won't be doing that shit. Fuck off. 147. No beta for Infinite. Where the fuck is it? Where the fuck is the Infinite beta? They said every game after the MCC had to have a beta because the MCC was such a fuck up that they needed to make sure that they never have that fuck up again. And they still haven't had a beta. And the game has been delayed for a year. And they still haven't had a beta. This is a year later. Now should be the time for the beta. It's fucking April. It's nearly fucking May. And they haven't got a beta ready for the game. The game's supposed to be coming out this year. This fucking December or whatever. Or November. Whatever. Around that time. Right? It was supposed to be coming out last year. last holiday season. Now it's coming out this holiday season. They've got a whole year of polish, and yet no fucking beta. Still no fucking beta. Now, if it comes out around E3 in June or whatever, okay, but why so late? At that point, there's nothing they can really do to get the game They haven't left themselves enough time to fix anything. Unreal. Maybe it's not in a state good enough to be a beta, but if that's the case, then why the fuck were they trying to launch the game? They only stopped making the game and releasing the game because of the backlash. If there'd been no backlash, that game would have come out in that disastrous state it was in, which was like pre-alpha disaster, right? So now, where is the beta? Where is the fucking beta? That's the question, okay? And if there is a beta after this video, then, well, it came out, but it's still fucking late. Fucking needs a beta. But then probably everyone's going to be like, well, the game's shit and not fucking buy it because the beta will show that. I'm going to show it's good. 148. The constant Realms of Madness updates and reports. Anybody following this channel will know that if anything 343 comes out with is complete nonsense. Everything it's just a spin. It's like, what are you even talking about? Every update they come out with is nonsense. Number 149. 343 were given a golden goose and they killed it. Imagine being given the best game series ever. Like, literally ever. There's not many that can compare to Halo, right? Let's have it clear. There's like Zelda, Mario, and Halo, right? Like, literally. Like, I'm being serious. Without Halo, there is no Xbox. Without Halo, there is no Microsoft in gaming. They wouldn't exist. That game is what put them on the map. Without Halo, there is no Microsoft brand. There is no Xbox brand. It doesn't exist. There is no Xbox One. There is no Xbox Series X. There is no 360. Without Halo being a success for the original Xbox, there is no Xbox. It doesn't exist anymore. Right? Doesn't. Right? And Phil Spencer said that himself. He said that himself. Right? He acknowledged that multiple times. So 343 are given this golden franchise, one of the biggest franchises of all time, and they killed it. They murdered it. All they had to do was do the same shit. That's it. They didn't have to reinvent the wheel. They didn't have to do that because people liked the original games. All they had to do was continue the story, add some Prometheans and some weapons, sort of like what they did with Halo 4, but without all the bullshit that they added, like that's in this fucking list. And then do the same with Halo 5 and Halo 6. And then just call it a day. And then do a reboot. And you know, later down the line. This could have all been done. It didn't need to even be as good as Bungie's games. Just better than they are. Because right now they are horrendous. They're terrible. They're not good. And they killed a golden goose. That's what they did. 150. Waypoint sucks. Bungie.net was better. Waypoint is laggy. It's clunky, and Bungie.net was way better, and it was way older, and yet somehow Waypoint sucks even worse than Bungie.net. 151. Halo Fest was awful. 343 managed that event. Kiki Wolfkill was there. Frank O'Connor was there. They signed shit for the fans, right? I think Sketch was there. They had a Fireteam Raven which only had the 2 guns on it, not the 4, so you couldn't even play 4-player. The event cost a load of money. They had fuck all there to really show. It was just a bunch of fucking weirdos, sweaty weirdos, going there to get their game signed and the t-shirts or whatever that they can pick up there, or the figurines or whatever, gay shit, and get Frank O'Connor and Kiki to sign it, and that's it. It wasn't really a big Halo event. It was supposed to be a big Halo event, Halo Fest, and it got negative reviews because 343 organized it, and they can't organize anything. And these are the ultra diehards going in the event, so you know if they said it was bad, it was fucking bad. 152. Generic red elites. Now this is a widespread, not only 343, this would be like the people that made Halo Wars 2 and all this. Why do they give us generic red elites? What is this fascination with generic red elites? All the elites are like one color now. Like, they're either red or they're blue, and that's it. They don't have like these Spec Ops black elites. They don't have gold elites. They don't have silver elites, white elites. They don't have like heretic elites. All these cool designs that Bungie had, and we're down to like blue and red already, but then they take the red elites and then somehow these are different red elites. Like, I know they did that in like, you know, they had the dark blue elites in Halo 2, but we won't go there. But yeah, they have these like red elites and they make them like commanders and stuff. There's like a commander red elite in Halo Wars 2. There's like commanders like around the Arbiter in the Halo anniversary cutscene and around him on the fucking San Helios mission in Halo 5. They put all this thing into generic red elites. Why should we, as the audience, who have grown to understand that the gold elites, the white elites and all that, the hierarchy of the elites, and it's like the red elites are high ups now. It doesn't visually work. Even if there's a reason for it in their bullshit lore that they come up with and pull out of their ass, generic red elites are not cool. We need more. This is terrible. I'm sorry. And they did it with all their games they've released. Why are they generic red elites? You will see this. If you haven't seen it already, you will see this. The same thing will happen in Infinite. One of the bosses will be a generic red elite, more likely. Well, why wouldn't it be? 153. No flood in Halo apart from Halo Wars 2 DLC. So we were talking about this on the live stream, but is the reason that the flood are only in DLC because they want to keep the age rating low? And now they're going to do that for Infinite, where they're only going to put the flood in as DLC, so that'll be the paid DLC, will be the flood, like they did with Halo Wars 2, so they can keep the age rating for a teen rating, so they can try and get more people and all that bullshit. That's a real concern, man. That is a real concern. So other than that, like, why have we not seen the flood come back when they killed the Didact and then they don't bring the flood back? They have no real antagonist. Cortana is the antagonist, and the Warden Eternal and the Guardians, and they're just shit antagonists. Cortana's not really an antagonist. It's like we're trying to figure out why she's corrupted or whatever, but she's not really an antagonist. The Warden Eternal sucks massive amount of cock. Maybe if he wasn't there every fucking mission, boring my fucking mind, then maybe. But he sucks. He's no Didact. It's fucking like, and then on top of that, we get no flood. Flood would add something to the game. It would be, you know, cool because we haven't seen them for so long. Yet no confirmation of them being in Infinite, and it's ridiculous. It's retarded. Everyone's saying, "Oh, the flood's definitely going to be in." Is it though? Is it going to be DLC? Is it like Destiny? How do we know? 154. The Banished story is retarded. Okay, so you're telling me that all through Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo 4, Halo Wars 1, Halo fucking ODST, all that time, we never hear about the Banished. And then in Halo Wars 2, all of a sudden, the Banished just turn up. Who the fuck are the Banished? Where did they come from? And they've got all this equipment and spaceships, and they're on the Ark, and how did they find the Ark? And why are they there? And who are the Banished? You're telling me that when Tartarus was, you know, working with the Prophet of Truth to light the Halo rings and be the Prophet's escort and all that shit, and the Arbiter kills him, you're telling me all that time Atriox was off somewhere being a fucking heretic towards the Covenant religion? He was out there somewhere that whole time. Bullshit. Bullshit. How can he have been? It doesn't make sense. The Banished story makes no sense. It's retarded. 155. Where is Atriox in Halo Infinite? Where is he? They build up Atriox. It's like they're saving him for Halo Wars 3. How can you save this guy? You put all this effort into making Atriox. He is the leader. The guy in the Halo Infinite trailer answers to Atriox. Atriox is his boss. How can Atriox not be the guy? How can Atriox not be the guy in the Infinite trailer? How can Atriox not be the guy in the game? This is years after Halo Wars 2. This is years after Halo 5. So there's people saying like, oh, they can't, that doesn't make sense in the story. It's 5 years later. It can make sense in the story perfectly. It doesn't make... And they're not using Atriox. They spent all the time building him up. All the time building him up. and then they replace him with some other brutes, and we've got Banish, but it's not Atriox. Atriox has to be in Halo Infinite. If not, then what was the point in building him up? Oh, he's going to be in Halo Wars 3. Well, it makes no sense, man. Come on. 156. The shitty Mega Blocks. The shitty Mega Blocks. Mega Blocks suck. Alright? Where's the Halo Lego? If there was Halo Lego, honestly, I'm a grown-ass man, but if there was Halo Lego, I would have to buy that shit. I would have to buy some. I'd have to buy the Warthog and one of the fucking UNSC fucking ships. You can bet your ass I'd have to have one of those on my fucking shelf somewhere. They look badass. Imagine a Lego Halo game. We have Lego Star Wars, the game. It's an awesome game. We have games like that. Imagine a Lego Halo game. It would be awesome. Get Traveler's Tales in to make that shit. It'd be awesome. Why have we got Lego Mega Blocks? Mega Blocks is shit. Fucking Lego is the OG. Lego is the best. Lego's been going fucking, I don't know, 50, 80 years. I don't even know how many years. At least since the 60s. At least. It's been going for years. It's the OG. Alright? All these other fucking pretenders to Lego are shit. We all know that. Mega Blocks is, well, it's not as bad as some of this shit you get off like 5 pence off the market. No, of course it's not. It's not cheap Chinese shit. Well, I suppose it's all cheap Chinese shit these days, but it's Lego has a quality to it. It's better than all the other ones. Why did they not sell the Halo license to fucking Lego? If Star Wars can have Lego, if SpongeBob can have Lego, why the fuck doesn't Halo have Lego? Why did they sign with fucking Mega Blocks? Surely Lego would have offered them more money. And surely Lego would have made them more money because it would have sold fucking more. You have Ghostbusters Lego, for fuck's sake. You have all this fucking Lego now, like, that you can get. And we have Spider-Man fucking Lego, Marvel Lego, Iron Man Lego. We have all these fucking licenses in the Lego. But Halo goes with Mega Blocks. That no one likes. No one likes Mega Blocks. It sucks. It sucks ass. Why the fuck is there not Lego fucking Halo? That would be so cool. And I would have to buy some. I'm not buying Mega Blocks. It's shit. Number 157. Giving away Lock's death with Mega Blocks. So not only do you make shitty Mega Block sets, but you fucking have Spartan Lock's severed head hanging from a brute called Hyperius' shoulder in the fucking Mega Blocks. Now, is Hyperius in the game? We haven't seen him. Or is Hyperius a character in a book that's going to come out alongside fucking Infinite? We don't know, but we know that Spartan Lock is dead. It's a huge fucking spoiler. Will he be killed in the game? No, probably he's already been killed because that's what they like to do. Turn over 20 pages and what the fuck happened to Spartan Lock? Oh, he's dead. We killed him off in a book, or we killed him off behind the scenes, just like the died at. So not only was he not important to any of the fans, he's not important to 343 either, because they just kill him off behind the scenes, more likely. More than fucking likely. Okay, 158. Sketch damage control in the Mega Blocks. Sketch saying that what we are seeing with our own two eyes, Spartan Lock's head hanging from a brute's shoulder, is not going to be in the game. It's nothing to do with the Halo story. It's just some artist has created that. And saying that not everything we see in the Mega Blocks is going to be in the game. Okay, but Spartan Lock's head hanging from a brute's shoulder indicates that Spartan Lock has been killed and his head is hanging from the shoulder. That there's no other way around it. I'm sorry. Like, Sketch damage controlled that shit. It was bullshit. 159. Squad commands in Halo 5. They suck. They don't work. You can't tell them to stand somewhere and then shoot. If you tell them to attack, they will attack. As in run straight at somebody. If you tell them to stand back, they will stand back and probably won't shoot. There's no commands. There is squad commands in Halo. You have a squad around you for the first time ever. And it sucks balls. Rainbow Six fucking 3 on the original Xbox has better squad commands. So why do they bring it out as like, oh, we've got squad commands. This is such an awesome thing. And it doesn't work, and it's broken as fuck. And it sucks. And it kills the game. Why I don't want the fucking munch bunch with me everywhere I fucking go. They just get in my way. Fucking arseholes, man. Which brings me on to 160. Halo 5 solo is awful. It's worse than playing co-op. It's awful. And they put an achievement in where you have to complete solo. So you have to play with all the bullshit munch bunch characters. Unbelievable. 161. The infinite fucking grapple hook. Yeah, fuck off. 162. Master Chief in fucking Fortnite. Fucking Fortnite. Are you fucking serious? That's what their big idea is, to get people to buy Infinite? Put Master Chief in fucking Fortnite across promotion with a game for fucking 8-year-olds? That's great. That's fucking great. We got Master Chief twerking like a fucking dick in Fortnite. You know what I mean? Unbelievable. That's their big idea. Put Master Chief. Not put Master Chief in fucking Smash Brothers or something cool like that. That would actually be, you know, he'd have his own moveset, his own voice. He'd be cool. No, have him as a sprite in fucking Fortnite. Yeah. That's Sums 343 up right there. They fucking suck. What? No real Halo fan or custodian of fucking Halo would allow that to happen. Let's be real here. Number 163, The Sprint. It's an unwatchable Halo 5 documentary. Okay, there's some Halo 5 documentaries that are watchable, and those are the ones that I have put into my 20 years of Halo videos. But there's a whole fucking slew of videos with Quentin Del Hoye talking to pro gamers and talking bullshit about the design of Halo 5, and it's an unwatchable series, and it's called The Sprint. It's terrible. It started on Halo Waypoint and the Halo channel and shit, and now you can see it on YouTube, and it sucks. It's terrible. It's unwatchable. 164. The out-of-place music in Halo 5's trailers. Someone's gonna get me right. What does that have to do with Halo? What? How is that Halo? Seriously, fuck off. 165. Spartans are Power Rangers. We've all seen my video. I'm sure. It's like 10,000 views, right? Enough said, man. The Spartans were turned into Power Rangers. That's what they did with Halo 5. That fucking first cutscene with Spartan Lock and the Munch Bunch coming flying in from space and doing all that Power Rangers fucking shenanigans. They turned them into Power Rangers. Spartans in the games were never that fucking strong. Yet, in Halo 5 they are. It's bullshit. Oh, but that's how they are in the books. No, they're not. I've read the books. They're not like that. Fuck you. 166. Sarah fucking Palmer. What the fuck's the point in here? Oh, she's a strong female character. What does she do? Nothing. Doesn't accomplish anything. Why wasn't Sarah Palmer in Locke's team? That would have made perfect sense. Perfect sense to have Sarah Palmer in Locke's team. Because Sarah Palmer is an established character that has done nothing. So why don't we use Sarah Palmer? No, we're going to have other characters. And Sarah Palmer's going to do fuck all. I mean, she shot fucking Halsey's arm off in the Spartan Ops that no one played. So no one knows why she's missing an arm. Apart from people like me who actually played the Spartan Ops. But that's all she's ever done. And she's done fuck all else. Like, she's another useless character. They have these useless characters that don't accomplish or do anything. Or even further the fucking story. They're just there. Sarah fucking Palmer. Just an excuse to have fucking female Mass Effect Shepard's voice in the game. I don't understand it. Why is she there? 167. Rehashing Marty's music for Infinite. It's the same music, but not as good. And you know, why are they doing that? 168. Bad gameplay. Halo 5's campaign. Is there any denying that the gameplay itself in Halo 5 is terrible? All the fucking walking around with a fucking DMR or a BR and just shooting things. It's not balanced. There's no fucking Halo-esque slant on it. You don't use the plasma pistol to take out shields. You barely use the grenades because they're weak as fuck. It's not Halo gameplay. It's really not Halo gameplay. It's terrible. It's walking around with a fucking BR and shooting things. For the most part. 169. Ruining the weapons that were good in Halo 4 in Halo 5. So the light rifle, the incineration cannon and stuff like that, they were okay weapons in Halo 4. They weren't perfect, but they were okay. And then in Halo 5, they fucked up the aimer on them. They changed the way they fucking work. It's like they work better in Halo 4 than they do in Halo 5. So they actually take their own creations from Halo 4, like the light rifle that was actually a halfway decent gun that made sense for the Prometheans, and somehow they bring it into Halo 5 and completely ruin it. They ruin their own stuff. Not just Bungie stuff, they ruin their own stuff. Okay, number 170. Regicide in Halo 4 is fucking ass. What kind of game mode is that? Oh, you're the king, you're the king, you're the king. Fuck off. 171. Dominion. It sucked. Okay, it was fun a little bit on Exile. A little bit. But it wasn't good. It wasn't Invasion. It wasn't Big Team Battle, which they ruined. They ruined everything. Dominion sucks. I'm sorry. It still sucks now. It sucked then, it sucks now. 172. Extraction sucked in Halo 4. No one even remembers it. It sucked. 173. Ricochet sucked. Not a fucking replacement for Bomb Assault. It sucked. It sucked ass. And it was DLC that you had to pay for that wasn't in the Season Pass. And it sucked. 174. Superpowers in Halo 5. All of them combined. They sucked. 175. Hard aiming ADS in Halo 5. Oh, it's just smart scoping. It's not ADS. Oh, it's the same as in Halo 3 and Halo Reach. What are you talking about? It's just a different animation. No, it's Call of Duty aiming in Halo. That's what it is. Fuck off. 176. Broken achievements in Halo 4's DLC. Oh yeah, so you do the DLC out of order or something, and then you lock yourself out of achievements. And it was eventually fixed, but a long time after. So they had broken achievements in Halo 4 for a long time. And now, it's the opposite effect. Now you unlock them without meeting the requirements. They just pop at random. 177. Super easy score attack achievements on Halo 5. Thankfully they were, because I don't want to play the game anymore, but why were they programmed to be so easy? 178. They removed the police nameplates from the Halo MCC beta because of politics, political reasons, because of Moses FPS, some random weirdo on Twitter who doesn't even like fucking Halo. Yeah, 179. They included Black Lives Matter nameplates in the game. In MCC. That makes total sense. So don't do anything that's going to offend anybody. Only offend the people that you want to offend, not the ones you don't want to offend. Okay, whatever. That makes sense. 180. They never learn from a mistake. Prove me, where have they ever learned from a mistake? They never have. 181. They pretend the population is good with active users. That's right. They come out with a report saying monthly active users are the highest they've ever been, higher than Halo 3. It means nothing. It just means more people sign in on a daily basis. They're not playing games. They're not population of the game. They're just active users, as in if fucking there's an update and the Firefight update comes out and a lot of people are on the game, then there's more monthly active users. Did any of them play the game, or did they just sign in and download the DLC? Like, they skew the numbers to make out the population is good, when we all know it's terrible because Halo 5 was behind Battlefront, which came out like, I don't know, 2016 or something. It was behind Battlefront 1. The EA version, Battlefront EA. It was behind that, and that had 10,000 population because it had a population counter. So Halo 5 was behind that. Yet they try and pretend that it's got good population. They never corrected the 16.5 million players claim that came out of a Forge thing, like a Comic-Con. 16.5 million players had done something on Forge. Well, Okay, but there isn't 16.5 million players, so where did the number 16.5 million come from? Crap Gamer, where did the number come from? That's, you check your sources, man. Fuck off. Like, stop talking bullshit over there at 343 and not correcting it. It's obviously a mistake, but they just didn't correct it. 183, they claimed the rep packs were for the pros. You know what I mean? They claimed that they were for pro tournament money, for the HCS Championship, the World Championship for Halo 5 and all that. But that ended ages ago, and obviously the money doesn't go there now, so where does it go now? All that money wasn't for the Halo World Championship Series. Yet they claimed that that's what the money was for. That's why they had to have the rep packs. A bullshit claim. And in any event, why should the players pay for the pros? 184, delayed content. Delayed content in Halo fucking 5 and delayed content in Halo Infinite. Watch this space. 185. Paid Rex only after saying they wouldn't be in Halo 5. So yeah, I already covered this, but it's a thing on its own here. It's a thing on its own because not only do they have rep packs, but they claim the rep packs are not going to be paid. They can all be got without real money, and then they have ones that are only with real money. So they went back on that. Didn't they Ultimate Halo? Didn't they Wang Time? Didn't they Fletch? Yes, they did. They went back on it. But you covered that up. 186. Hunt the Truth. What the fuck was Hunt the Truth? Okay, it's like a podcast story for Halo 5 that didn't fit in with Halo 5 at all. It was like a completely different story. It was like an alternate reality Halo 5 with Captain Del Rio in it and shit. What was that about? The Hunt the Truth leading up to Halo 5 has nothing to do with Halo 5. It's like a completely different universe, it's saying. It doesn't make sense. 187. No Spartan Ops Season 3, or whatever it was. Maybe it was a Season 3. But basically, there was supposed to be multiple seasons of Spartan Ops. And somehow that got kicked in the head, or maybe there never was going to be, but that's what they said. And Spartan Ops died a death. It's supposed to have more to it. That's how I understand it. And it didn't. Number 188. The bullshit Ultimate Halo Experience MCC trailer. Not to be confused with Ultimate Halo, the channel. But the Ultimate Halo Experience MCC trailer is full of bullshit. Quotes from IGN, GameSpot, and other fucking things. Saying that the game is fixed and it's working great and it's 60 FPS, 4K, and all this bullshit, when the game is a broken piece of shit. One of the most bullshit, fucking blatant, false advertising things I've ever seen in my life. 189. ODST rookie dies in a fucking book. For no fucking reason. No one gave a shit about the rookie to begin with. Yet they have one of the other ODSTs from the game, I don't even remember which one, fucking betrays the rookie or something and kills him in a fucking book. For some reason, like, why is there even a book about these characters? No one cared about them to start with. But then why do they then have one turn on the rookie and kill him in a book? And why is that something people talk about? And why is that a thing? Just why is it a thing? Why does that happen? Why? It's stupid. The rookie story should end with the game. 109. Mega Bloks looking armor in Halo Infinite. So the Mega Bloks are shit, and now the game looks like Mega Bloks. 191. The Halo Point of Light book with the Terminator Guilty Spark. Like, why does Guilty Spark need to have a robot body, and why is that in a fucking book? And why does he not have a robot body now? What's the... It makes no fucking sense, man. Like, there's no reason to do this. It's just like... Why is that official canon to the game? Like, what... Fucking Terminator Guilty Spark. I mean, really. 192. Elites look like shit in Halo Infinite. They look like shit. 193. No classic Halo-style pistol in Halo Infinite. None. Nothing. Just a fucking shitty sidearm that looks like something out of Call of Duty. 194. No classic shotgun in Halo 4. 195. No classic shotgun in Halo 5. 196. No classic shotgun in Halo Infinite. They don't learn from the mistakes. 197. Changing the fucking rocket launcher in Halo 5. Why do they have the Sputnik rocket launcher that's iconic with the double barrel that's brown and everybody knows it, and you change it to a green Call of Duty fucking bazooka? For no reason, mind you, because it functions the same. They just changed the way it looks. And it sucks. Oh, but they added it back in as a legendary weapon that you have to spend money on in the game. Fuck off. Where's the why did they change the rocket launcher in Halo 5? And then they don't learn from that because they do the same thing in Halo Infinite with the fucking pistol and the shotgun and everything fucking else. 198. No infection mode at launch in Halo 5. Fantastic. 199. No griff ball at launch in Halo 5. 200. No MCC custom browser for 5 years and counting. Where's the fucking game browser? I mean, I've said this already, but where the fuck is the game browser? Where is it? Where is the game browser? That should be like in here like 1,000 times. 201. No ray tracing at launch in Halo Infinite. Why? What the fuck? Release a finished product. Hello? No, live service. We can leave the ray tracing out. Yeah. 202. Missing weather effects at launch in Halo Infinite. So not only is there no ray tracing, but rain effects, snow effects, different environmental effects, lighting, all this shit's going to be missing from the game because you're basically playing an alpha test or a beta test when the game comes out. You're not even getting the full experience. No ray tracing, no weather effects in Halo Infinite at launch. Why? 203. Claiming the Infinite demo was a Herculean effort. Okay? If that's a Herculean effort, why does it look like shit? Like, why is there the quote Herculean effort? It should have been, the game's not ready yet. This is just a preview. That's what they should have said. No, it's a Herculean effort. We had to make it polished. We had to make it look good. It looked like shit. 204. The fucking Halo channel. Oh! How awful was the Halo channel? How awful is the Halo channel now? They've had no updates on it since 2015. Literally not even any fucking videos put into it since like 2016 with Halo Wars fucking 2 or whatever. It's a fucking dead channel that sits on the Xbox One, and every time you go into the MCC, this is 205, I thought it was. Every time from the MCC you fucking open a terminal or something and it goes into the Halo channel. It loads the Halo channel. So you have a broken piece of shit app outside of the MCC that the MCC connects to and opens every time you open a fucking terminal or whatever in the fucking game. Why the fuck did they do this? Why was this a thing? The terminals were just in the game for Halo Anniversary, the original Halo Anniversary, but then for Halo 2 Anniversary and for Halo 1 Anniversary and the Xbox One, they're not in the game. They're in the Halo channel. It sends you to the Halo channel to watch a video. Why does it do that? Why does it still do that? Why has that not been fucking fixed? How is this a thing in 2021? How does that still happen? Why was it ever a thing to begin with? 206, the Halo channel not being updated since 2016. We covered that. 207, H2A lock cutscenes. Okay, so in Halo 2 Anniversary, they did this big cutscene at the start that was added into Halo 2 that was Locke talking to the Arbiter, and none of that shit was in the game of Halo 5. It was a completely different place. It was a tent in Halo 5. It was on the fucking lich in fucking Halo 2. What they talk about is different. The visors, the colours and everything are different of the Spartans there. They're not the same people, basically. Like, is it supposed to be Vale and Tanaka and Buck? But it doesn't look anything fucking like them in the Halo 2 Anniversary cutscene. It looks completely different. And that's done by Blair, and Halo 5 isn't. And, like, well, did they just give him the concept art and say throw something together? Why have it there at all? Why even put a cutscene in that's new? That's nothing to do with fucking Halo 2. Why does Halo 2 have a cutscene in it now that's nothing to do with Halo 2, that's to do with Halo 5? And it's supposed to like lead up into Halo 2 because it's like, oh, this is the Arbiter's past. That's the story of Halo 2. But we already seen Halo 2. We know what Halo 2 is the Arbiter's past. But for some reason, they put a cutscene in that doesn't actually work in Halo 5 because it's not in Halo 5 and has no place in Halo 5 in the story. It's like a canon cutscene that's non-canon. It makes no sense. 208, replacing Halo 3 undersuits in MCC. So you take a fucking thing away that people have complained about in not being in Halo 5, mind you. Where's the black undersuits and all this bullshit? And then you take away the original undersuits in Halo 3 in MCC and change them. And you can't get the original one back. For some reason. Because you're 343 and you fuck everything up. You can't leave stuff alone. And you change things that don't need changing. 209. Season is so bad that it created a boosting problem. Yeah, your season came out. There was no challenges or nothing at launch. And it was so hard to get points that people boosted it, and then they blamed the boosters because it was their fault for doing it, not because the fucking shit was egregious and impossible to get, which was the root cause, which is what 343 caused. Wasn't it? 210. Pre-order bonus skull in Halo 1 Anniversary. Why is there skulls that are pre-order bonuses? Who came up with that? What was... And then again, 211. Pre-order bonus skulls in the MCC for Halo 2. Why were skulls a pre-order bonus? Why were they? Who came up with that idea? What was the fucking logic behind that? Why are they not just in the fucking game to be used? Why is there anything that important as a pre-order bonus? Fuck off. 212. Bonus MCC skull locked in an event. So they had a skull that came out in an event in the MCC, and then they were like, people complained that it was in an event, and then they had to put it in the game some other way anyway. So why was it ever thought of it was going to be okay to be on a limited run event to bring in a skull? It makes no sense. 213. The MCC Exchange, that store, it's just a fucking dry run for Infinite. They're testing the water. They're reprogramming the fucking dumb fans that still play fucking Halo MCC because for some reason they think that that's the fan base that's going to be in Infinite, the fucking niche minority, and they're probably right because there ain't going to be no one else fucking joining up. But maybe they think more people are playing at MCC than they are because they're looking at monthly active users like, yeah, there's loads of people playing. Yeah, there's no one playing it. No one gives a shit. They're fucking putting in a store, and they're either going to make the store something you have to pay with real money in the MCC, or they're just structuring it in a way so that it gets your brain used to there being a store, and then they're going to add the real money shit in when Infinite comes out. Either way, it sucks. Sucks ass. 214. Shitty Guardian sculpture Halo 5 Collector's Edition. So the Halo 5 Collector's Edition is a sculpture of a Guardian that sucks. It's not even impressive. It's not even big. And why would that be a cool thing to have? No one cares about the Guardian. And even 343 don't care about the Guardians anymore. Did they fucking ditch that storyline? 215, the Craig Brute incident. The fucking fact that the game looks like shit and we end up with memes about the Craig Brute and all that shit. 161. 216. No blood in Halo 5. 217. No blood in Halo Infinite. 218. A teen rating in Halo 5. Yes, make it for children. That's what shooters should be. Not 16 rated, but fucking 12 rated. Yes, for children. 219. The teen rating for Halo Infinite. You know it's coming. Same shit. No fucking blood, no nothing. 220. Sci-fi hexagons on the HUD in Halo Infinite. Why have we got sci-fi hexagons? What? They're appearing everywhere in every game. They're in like Overwatch. They're in fucking Outriders, and everybody copies each other in the game industry, and that's why the game industry is stale. And 343 have given us sci-fi hexagon on the screen in fucking Halo Infinite for some reason. 221. Ryan Darcy sucks.
Or more specifically, choosing where to innovate for the Spartan. And although this talk is mainly about Spartan Charge and Ground Pound, in order to understand how we chose to develop those abilities for our hero, we have to briefly talk about the other abilities that led up to them first. But even before that, we need to talk about Batman. Early on in this project, whenever we were talking about the Spartan, Batman often worked his way into the conversation. Our sandbox design lead, Chris King, often held him up as a model for what we wanted to do with the Spartan in Halo 5. Why is that? Well, I thought it was going to be clever and invent a new phrase, but the internet already beat me to it with a meme. So here's a quick sampling of some before and after Batman examples.
He only makes shit games, right? Go look at his resume, watch the video. He made games that, like, I don't know, Indiana Jones or some shit that didn't even get made. He made fucking other garbage games. I can't even remember what they were because that's how irrelevant they are. And then he made Halo 5, and now he makes like some VR shit. Ryan Darcy has only ever made shit games, and he was one of the main players in Halo 5 that made main people who made fucking Halo 5, one of the multiplayer directors. And he sucks, and he's done nothing. He only ever made shit games, including Halo 5, which is probably the shittest game he ever made. 222. Virtual signaling and women in gaming posts all over fucking not only Microsoft, but of course 343. 223. Virtual signaling women's day posts. Okay, what has this got to do with Halo? This is a video game franchise, right? We are a video game franchise. We've got nothing to do with women in gaming. Women in general. It's not about women. No one cares about women. Why are we fucking going down this road of virtual signaling? Look at us. We've got women in the team. Look at us. Because it's Bonnie Ross is a radical fucking feminist. Okay, she is killing the company because she cares about all this fucking diversity bullshit and not about making a good game. And that's why there isn't a good game, and we haven't had a good game from 343 since they came around. Because they don't care about making a good game. It's about virtual signaling on Women's Day posts. And women in gaming and all that bullshit. What's that got to do with the game? How does that make a good game? 224, all they do is copy other games. So I think that's a fact at this point. It's established. Ryan Darcy established this as a fact. They look at other games for what to do. And Halo Infinite's going to be no different.
Pretty straightforward. We've seen this in other games.
225, Halo Infinite, Chips Ahoy, Mountain Dew, etc. early. So they end up with this Mountain Dew shit, what we talked about earlier in the video, some time ago now. But the shit was early. The shit was early. So it didn't even come out around the time the game was out because the game was delayed. So they had all these wheels in motion spinning a bunch of plates. And the game, the most important thing was delayed. The Chips Ahoy, the Mountain Dew and shit could have been delayed. And it wouldn't have mattered. But the game was delayed and everything else happened. The Chips Ahoy, the Fortnite Master Chief, the fucking Mountain Dew. All this shit has already happened. So when the game actually comes out, all that fucking, sponsorship was just a waste of money because it didn't wait for the game. The game was delayed, so it never should have been put in motion before the game came out. Just bad management, horrendous management at Microsoft and 343, all round for that to happen. 226, armor coating.
And we finally get an explanation of what armor coating is. And they mention how armor coating will be available on weapons. Armor coating will be available on vehicles. Okay, cool. And then we get to this section right here. And this is where not just myself, not just the entire Halo community, but tons of people lost their shit. Coloration along with materials and patterns will now be baked into the coating, taking the place of primary and secondary armor color options found in prior games. I had to do a double take. I had to read it twice. I had to read 3 times. I had to read 4 times because I couldn't fucking believe they were making this move. I couldn't fucking believe that they would decide to do something so fucking stupid.
Blue? You want to fucking charge me 1,200 credits for fucking blue? For fucking blue! Again! What are you doing, man? What are you fucking doing? This is so fucking lazy, man. What? You're fucking... This is a turning point for you guys. Seriously, what the fuck are you doing? What is this shit? What do we get? What is this? Is that blue? Is that fucking blue? This is fucking blue. And you want to charge me $2? It's not even good DLC. Are you fucking serious? A paint set, 1,800 atoms for fucking blue. You want me to spend $18 for fucking blue? What is this, Evolve? No, Bethesda, no.
Okay, so now all we're gonna have in Infinite is paid skins. There's no colors. You can't pick your color anymore. You literally cannot pick your color. So you've got armor coating, which is Destiny shaders, which means you have to spend real money to buy whatever color you want to be. What a shit ass fucking game and company. 227 Unishek fucking sucks. He sucks. What has he ever done? He fucking plays Halo 5 on Twitch and he talks about Halo 5. He said he wasn't going anywhere or something. What has he ever done? He worked on Halo 4, he worked on Halo 5, and now he's working on Infinite. So he's made all of the shit Halo games, and now he's still there. Wasn't they grooming him to be Chris Lee's role? Chris Lee's been there since then. Berger's been there since then. These are the same goofs. And there's 228. Berger sucks. Okay, so we see Unishack, we see Berger, and we see Sketch and fucking Chris Lee all at that fucking event. Oh, we're playing on split screen. None of them can speak. They're all like weird fucking 343 people who just can't just speak normally to people. They can't open their mouths and speak normally, which is why they get Sketch to speak for them. Yet Sketch is terrible at it as well. I don't understand it, man. These guys are terrible. Berger helped drive the split screen, yet he's not going to talk about how he drove it and made it happen. Chris Lee's gonna Chris Lee's gonna fuck it all up. Why didn't they come out of that live event saying like, oh, this is what we're going to talk about and how we're going to say it? Why was there no structure in place for what they were going to talk about? It's important, or should be. 229. The Warthog in Halo Infinite is still the Halo 4 Warthog. Why? Why is it? 230. Bonnie Ross, Academy Award Hall of Fame for killing Halo. There was this big event. They blew all smoke up Bonnie Ross's ass, saying how she made the Halo universe a worldwide phenomenon and all this bullshit. And she's done fuck all but kill it. She's killed Halo. They lost sales, population, real fucking things that matter have all gone down since Bonnie Ross took over Halo. Yet she was given an Academy Award Hall of Fame for that. She killed Halo. She was given an award for it. For being a strong woman who can do it. Who can fucking do things. What did she do? She killed the franchise. She murdered it. She killed it in cold blood. That's what she did with Halo. And she got an Academy Award for that shit. Look it up. Look up Bonnie Ross Academy Award. Look at the video. Look at the bullshit that ensues where they try and say like basically she created Halo and she's amazing and everybody talking about her like Kiki and shit saying she's fucking amazing. She's dog shit. That's why we're in this shit now. Come on. Why she got an award? Did Jason Jones or fucking Joe Staten ever get a fucking award for Halo? For doing anything with Halo? They fucking created the shit. Did Marty O'Donnell ever get fucking awards for his amazing music? I don't know, but fucking Bonnie Ross, what did she ever do? What did she ever do? Yeah, she got an award because she was a woman and she works on Halo. Okay, well, there's a lot of women that work on Halo now. And some of them must be better than Bonnie Ross because they actually work on the game. No, actually, that's a negative because they actually work on the game. She just pretends to like it. Why did Bonnie Ross get a fucking Academy Award for killing Halo? Because that's what she did. It doesn't make sense. 231. Rehashing ideas but doing it lamer. That's what they do. They take an idea like a firefight and then they murder it. They take something and they destroy it. They take something and they make it worse. They make it the 343 way, like the title updates and all this shit. They take an idea from somebody else and then they fucking make it worse. That's what 343 does. 232. Bonnie Ross supports Black Lives Matter. So is she an idiot or a communist? Because Black Lives Matter is a Marxist group. It's not about race. It's about undercutting the power structures. It's about defunding the police. Look the shit up. Stop living in a fucking drone world where Black Lives Matter is actually about black lives. It's not about black lives. It never was. It's about divide and conquer. Marxist communist strategy to alter Western civilization. It's not about black lives. So to be a virtual signaling idiot like Bonnie Ross, or to be a communist and actually support the Marxism side of Black Lives Matter, is fucking stupid, man. 233. Removing servers to the old games after adding them to the MCC. I see what you did there. 234. The lesbian AI in Halo Wars 2. Okay, so not a big deal, but a red flag, because we know who's designing these games now. These games are being designed by people who are pushing a certain agenda, and we've seen this in other games before, and it's just a red flag. And the same shit is going to happen with Halo Infinite, and you're going to see a certain agenda being pushed, and you will see that happen, and that was a red flag. 235, 343 live inside the fanboy Twitter bubble. Absolutely. Am I wrong? They sit on Twitter. Their fans are people on Twitter like Moses, who gets everything banned or whatever. That's their fan base. They listen to Twitter. They're active on Twitter, and they live in that Twitter fanboy bubble. And the people in the Twitter fanboy bubble, the Waypoint bubble, the Reddit bubble, are only a minority of fans, and are not representative of the whole of the Halo fan base. And so that's why when they release the fucking gameplay demo, they're like, oh, everybody that we showed it to before who was a massive fanboy really liked it. I wonder why everybody hates it. Because they live in their own bubble. And this is a huge problem. 236, the Guardians suck. What a stupid idea. Giant fucking robot things that live under the ground, and what is the point of them? They're stupid. 237. They allow Captain Keyes and Miranda Keyes to be black in the new TV series. I'm sorry, what? So Bonnie Ross is managing this shit again. She's a radical feminist. She's pushing progressivism into fucking Halo, and now we're having black Captain Keyes. I'm sorry, what? There's black characters in Halo. Halo is a diverse series. You have Sergeant Johnson. You know, there's characters in the books that are like Indian or whatever. Like, Halo is already a diverse series. It already has women, strong women like Miranda Keyes. It has characters of a diverse nature. Michelle Rodriguez is in Halo 2. Like, she's a strong woman. She's fighting on the front lines. It blew right through us! And all that shit. Like, we see that there's loads of that in the game already. To a reasonable extent, it's already there. It's already a diverse series, right? Why would you change the character from white to black? That spits in the fans' face, because Captain Keyes is not black. He isn't. Cast a fucking actor fit for the role. Have the black guy play a Sergeant Johnson. Or if you're not doing that, if you really want this guy to be in the series, then don't have him as Captain Keyes. Have him be a different character. Because this isn't obviously not canon to the fucking books in the fucking game anyway, because Captain Keyes isn't black. So why can't he be a different captain in a different story for the series? And then it doesn't matter. He doesn't have to be Captain Keyes. He'd be Captain fucking James fucking Kirk or whatever. Well, obviously not the James Kirk, but you know what I'm saying. So why does he got to be Captain Keyes in Halo and be black? Why can't he be a different character? He's a good actor. I liked him in Ultimate Force, which is a UK series. He's really good in that. But why is he playing Captain Keyes? He's not fit for the role. It doesn't make sense. And 343 allow this. They're also allowing a story. This is 238. They're allowing a story in the Halo TV series where an elite raises a human baby as their own. Like, how does that... The elites hate us. They're killing us. And they think we're not worthy of joining their covenants. And they're murdering us. And they're glassing our planets. Glassing them. That means killing all the women and all the children. And not only that, but all the fucking species on the planet. Like, all the fucking... Like, chickens, cows, you know, all that shit. All the fucking vegetation gone. Murdered planets because we're not worthy to join their covenant. But you're telling me that a fucking elite is going to take in a human baby for their own. Real progressive, guys. Real fucking progressive. 239. MCC PC has about 10,000 players, which is an awful amount of players. And it's ridiculous to suggest that it's a fucking success at this point. It was a fucking failure. All the Halo fanboys said, oh, it's going to rejuvenate Halo, and it's got 10,000 players. It's dead. Accept it. Okay, reason 240. 343 are all socially awkward people. We've seen this with Sketch, we've seen this with Berger, we've seen this with Chris Lee, we've seen this with Unicek, we've seen this with fucking those guys that were with Kiki. Kiki's socially awkward. The Halo Wars 2 developers. All these guys are really socially awkward. They can't talk on camera. And that's why they have people like Sketch to talk for them. But he can't talk for them either. He's terrible. He's socially awkward. It's awful to watch. They're awful to watch. They can't talk about what they're doing. And is that how they are with each other actually on the job? And that's why nothing ever gets done. You see all the Bungie interviews. And yeah, Jason Jones is kind of looking down and not really looking at the camera, but he's still talking. He's still able to talk to us of what he's saying. He's thinking, he's looking down, he's not really looking at the camera, but he's still talking to us. At least he talks to us. You know, Bungie are not perfect. I'm sure they were a little bit socially awkward. I mean, they had to be fucking game programmers, but 343 are on a fucking another level. They are. It must be the environment at 343 that creates those kinds of people. That's all I can suggest. 241. 343 claimed Halo 5 was a new engine, which was bullshit. And 242. They're now claiming Halo Infinite is a new engine, which again is bullshit. 243. Halo Infinite looks like Minecraft. Fucking does. 244, Infinite is on Game Pass. No reason to buy it. There is zero reason to buy Halo Infinite whatsoever. There's no reason. It's free to play and it's on Game Pass. There's no reason to buy it for anybody. If anybody buys Halo Infinite, they're losing the plot. They are losing the plot. Honestly. And I mean that if people I know, right, even if it's people I know, I'm telling you now, you're losing the plot if you buy that game. There's no reason to own that game. You can play the campaign on the Game Pass, and then the DLC is probably going to be on the Game Pass, like it was for Gears of War 5, and you're going to have to pay for that shit on top of the game, when you could just get Game Pass when the DLC comes out and play that. So you could spend like £2 or maybe £10 a time to play the shit if you really wanted to. I'm not saying I'm going to. I'm saying this is what you would do. You could get Game Pass. There's no reason to buy Halo Infinite. It's just going to be a waste of your money. By the time, like, after a few weeks, the game's going to be on sale anyway, and then the game's going to be fucking dead, and then the game's going to be in the bargain bin. It's not worth buying. There's no reason to buy it. It's on Game Pass. 245. Joe Staten cannot save Halo Infinite. This is a fact. Like, the man came in late. He may have an impact. Something may be better because of Joe Staten. Obviously, he's produced quality with, you know, the old Halo games, but he cannot save that game. He's taking that money for being there. He's not going to save the game. He can't save the game. It's impossible. People saying like he's going to save the game were also saying there was nothing wrong with the game. These people are mental, okay? Joe Staten cannot save this game. Don't live in a dream world. 246. Too much brainwashing. 343 likes to brainwash us into submission by trying to pretend that the Halo 5 has done better than it has. Bonnie Ross coming out saying that Halo 5 was a good fucking multiplayer. It's constant brainwash. It's like they will never admit they've made a mistake, and they will never correct that mistake. They always pretend that what they've done was the best thing that they could have done at the time, and that everything was a good idea, and then that we're idiots, that we don't know what we're talking about. But it's them. They're the fucking idiots. They don't know what they're talking about. It's horrendous. It's just too much brainwashing all the time. Like, they can do no wrong, and this is why they did this. And it's fucking horrific. Like that Batman shit. What is that? Well, why would they fucking say that Batman? They based the game on Batman and all that. What was that? Like, just weird shit like that. Brainwashing their own employees and brainwashing the fucking people who play the game. 247. Dan Ayub left 343. 248. Ryan Dorsey left 343. 249. Josh Holmes left 343. 250. Quentin Dohoye left 343. Are we seeing a pattern here? Everybody leaves 343. 251. Halo 4 story. Chris, whatever his face is, left 343. I can't remember his last name. And he had a weird last name. But the writer for Halo 4 left fucking Halo 4 and then didn't write for Halo 5 and is not writing for Halo Infinite as far as I'm aware. So what they're doing here is what Star Wars did with the new trilogy, with Daisy Ridley and with J.J. Abrams and Ryan fucking what's his face. There's no overarching story between Halo 4, Halo 5, and Halo 6. Each one has had a different story writer, and that's why there's a total disconnect between Halo 4 and Halo 5. If the writer for Halo 4 had written Halo 5, we could have at least had a good story. But for some reason, he left, and now we're left with this shit. Okay? I would have liked to have seen what the guy for Halo 4 would have written for Halo 5 and Halo 6, because he did a reasonably decent job of the story. Maybe what he would have written for Halo 5 still would have been shit, but it would have been better than what Brian Reed and whoever came up with. And he's not the only person, so let's not scapegoat Brian Reed. He's just one guy. There's more than one guy writing the story. Maybe that's the problem. But the main guy for Halo 4 disappeared. Okay? Alright. 252. The story is being done like Disney Star Wars. Yes, we covered that. 253. No gameplay fight between Chief and Locke. Yes. So in Halo 5, they build up this big fight, but the only fight is in a shit cutscene, which I predicted, and that's it. And then they're best friends, just like the Arbiter. I predicted this shit. There is no fight. There is no gameplay boss fight between the Master Chief and Spartan Lock, even though they big up this big fight in the trailers. 254. 343 games are cartoony as fuck. That's, I've talked about the graphics and the visuals and shit, but they're just cartoony as fuck. They look so fucking cartoony. More cartoony than Halo 3. They look shit. 255. The Bungie Halo games took 8 to 9 years to make. Halo Infinite has had like half of that time and is still not out. So why is this game delayed? Why are they fucking around with this game? What? And it's not even a full game at release. It's a live service game. These were full releases when Bungie had them. And there was a load of games came out. 256. What the fuck happened to the Shipmaster from Halo 2 and 3? Like, he was a big character, the half-jaw Shipmaster with the white armor. He was a big deal in Halo 2 and 3, and then 343 just wrote him out of the game. Like, where the fuck was the Shipmaster? He should be in Halo 5 for sure. The Arbiter's in Halo 5. 257. They purposely hired people who hate Halo and still hate Halo. They literally went out of their way to get people who hated Halo. This is a documented thing, and it makes no sense. 258. They're making Halo Infinite generic open world areas. Okay, so like Gears of War 5, you're going to have these generic open world areas like we've seen in the demo, and it's not fun. It's shit. Like, we need classic Halo, not what they're trying to turn it into. 259, they ripped off Destiny. 260, they ripped off Call of Duty. 261, they ripped off Titanfall. 262, they will most likely rip off Fortnite for Halo Infinite. 263, Ubernick sucks, man. He sucks. Like, oh yeah, he's not free for free. He's just a fanboy. No, he went there. Like, these people I'm talking about now, they went to free for free. They not necessarily on the payroll at free for free, but they're free for free sympathizers. Free for free depends on these shills to put out shit content that puts the positive aspect over, and only the positive side. That's what Ubernick does, right? That's why he is against games being split up into parts, but supports the MCC. Then when people say, well, Infinite's going to release in parts, then he says, stop, you're talking shit. Well, I'm sorry, you support games that come out in parts, so Infinite will come out in parts. You supported Halo 5 and you supported MCC. So he sucks. He's a hypocrite. Number 264, Green Skull sucks. Says that Reach killed Halo. Keeps going on about how Reach killed Halo. Okay, well, it's all bullshit. You can see it in his eyes. He's lying. 265, Favin sucks. I mean, he's gone on and on and on and on and on about fucking Sprint and shit, and he's just a snake oil salesman. He doesn't know what he's talking about. And then he turns around at the end of everything and says, okay, so classic gameplay we want, but we want Battle Royale, which is a complete fucking U-turn at everything you've been saying for years. Even if it was wrong to start with, it doesn't make sense in the context of a Battle Royale, so he sucks. 266, LNG sucks. Just constantly talking nonsense. One day he says one thing, one day he says something else. He's got like a split personality disorder, and that's legit. He's on meds. I mean, the guy talks nonsense. I mean, if his bit was that all he does is talk nonsense, I'd understand, but people take him seriously. People take everything he says seriously. Like when he was on about pushing the boulder and 343 have inherited a boulder and all this. It's bollocks. It's nonsense. The man talks nonsense. He supports microtransactions and he's against microtransactions. He supports Halo 5 then he's against Halo 5. He supports the MCC then he's against the MCC. It goes on and on and on. Depending on what his mood is on that particular day, he's going to have a different opinion. If he dislikes a video he's already put out, he's going to delete it. Then he'll say like Halo 4 is better than Halo Reach and Halo 2. Like, he doesn't have any logic to what he's saying at all. I'm sick of trying to prove to people that he's full of shit. If you can't see that he's full of shit yourself, there's something wrong with you. Okay. 267. The Atman sucks. He defended the Firefight update. He said it was an amazing bit of DLC. He said it's gonna make Halo great again. He said the Grunt Goblin was cool. I mean, the Atman sucks, man. And now he's trying to say that Infinite Master Chief fucking is more interested in the Infinite fucking trailer than he is in the whole of Halo 5, which is a complete bullshit statement. Nothing happens in the Halo Infinite trailer. Halo Infinite looks no better than Halo 5. 268, Hidden Estrogen. He sucks. He sucks. He does interviews with Chris Lee at 343 and then, you know, damage controls as he's doing the interview questions. Horrendous. Like the king of damage control, Hidden Estrogen. 269, they don't listen to real fans. They don't. They listen to the people in the fanboy Twitter bubble. They don't listen to real fans of the games. Do 343. 270. Nintendo 64 games are better than 343's games. Okay? Perfect Dark, GoldenEye, World Is Not Enough, Tore Up Rage Wars. These are better games than Halo 5. This is fact. I'm sorry. It is a fact. Okay? They all have split screen. They all have fucking loads of game modes that are better than 343's knockoff game modes that suck dick. N64 games are better, and some of them look better. Not everything, obviously, but parts of them look better, and you're like you look at Halo Infinite and you're like, is this an N64 game? It looks that bad, and someone even did a meme about it where they put it into N64 graphics. Halo Infinite. It's like, that is the truth. Halo fucking N64 games are better than 343's games. 271. They can't lace Bungie's boots. They're just nowhere near as good as Bungie. They never will be as good as Bungie. They can't compete with Bungie, and they need to stop. They need to stop. 272. The main menu screen in Halo 5 is ass. It's a fucking picture of the Infinity with like a couple of ships going by. Remember the cool fucking opening menu screens in Halo 2 and Halo 3 and Halo 1? It looks cool. It looks, and as soon as you see it, you're like, that's Halo. That, and you know which Halo it is just from the screen, even without the writing on the screen. Halo fucking 5's fucking menu screen looks like shit. And so does Halo 4's. It's very similar in Halo 4's. Halo 4's is like slightly better. But again, it sucks, and that's 273. Menu screens, they suck. 274. Call of Duty is now better than Halo. Okay, Halo was always better than Call of Duty in every aspect, realistically. Yes, Call of Duty has more player base. Yes, blah, 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 blah. But for Halo fans, Halo was better than Call of Duty. Now, Halo fans have gone and started playing Call of Duty Warzone because it's better than Halo 5. Because they turned Halo into Call of Duty. So now it's literally a shit version of Call of Duty. So it's become worse than Call of Duty. It makes sense. It's a light vanilla version of Call of Duty. It's no longer Halo. Reason 275. The new games have shitty subtitle names. They have Halo 5 Guardians and then Halo Infinite. Like, why? Like, why have they got these shitty subtitles? Both of them suck. It's terrible. 276. Phil Spencer sucks because he has the power to change this and does fuck all. Okay, Halo is Phil's biggest franchise, and yet he's allowing it to go flushing down the toilet. Why? Do something about it, Phil. Do something about it. For fuck's sake, it's been 10 years. Do something. 277. MCC is still broken in 2021 as of today, and will probably always still be broken as I predicted. They turned it into a live service game, for fuck's sake. 278, they have no passion for Halo. None. They don't. They just, it's a job. There's no passion there. Not like Bungie. 279, jetpack required maps in Halo 4. So you have Halo 4 and you have maps where the jetpack is so important that it's a mandatory ability. And it wasn't balanced. 280. Halo 4 Forge sucks. It's nowhere near as good as Halo Reach's Forge. It's not even as good as Halo 5's Forge. It sucks. It was rushed. 281. Halo 4 Theater sucks. 282. Halo 5 Theater sucks. And 283. MCC Theater sucks. Basically, one thing you can count on with 343 games is that the theater mode will suck. It might as well not be in the game, okay? Like, it makes no sense to even have it. Why do they put a shit-ass version of theater in all the games? Halo 4's you couldn't make clips. Halo 5's you couldn't make clips. MCC, you can't even save the videos. I mean, it gets worse as well. It really does. It's bad. It just gets worse, man. Why is there a theater mode in the MCC if you can't fucking save the videos? What is the point in that? 284. The engine trailer at the start of E3. So they give us the new engine trailer, which isn't even actual gameplay, to show off what's coming for Halo Infinite, and it's at the start of E3. Shouldn't it be at the end of E3 because it's the biggest shit coming out? Like, they don't know how to hype things up anymore. It's ridiculous. Maybe it's because they knew it wasn't actual gameplay. I don't know. But why even show it then? 285, Ready Up Live Ripping Head sucks. I mean, this is a guy that was a shill that worked for Green Skull, that shilled for Halo 5, then come out and said Halo 5 was shit. Everybody disliked him because he had a whole fanboy bubble, and that was it. That was the only people watching his videos, and he murdered his own channel, and he defended Halo 5 at launch, and it was a shit game, and he knows it was a shit game because he came out and said it was a shit game afterwards, so he sucks. 286. Chief Canuck sucks. He defends everything. He defends all the broken MCC, defends Halo 5, he defends Halo Infinite Game Free to Play, as does fucking Green Score and all these others. Why are you such a shill, man? 287. Halo follower sucks. Okay, I don't know if he's affiliated with 343 or not, but obviously he's a huge fucking channel and he sucks. Yeah, recently he's done some things where he's like saying Infinite sucks and this shouldn't be the way it is and all that. But he defended Halo 5, defended the rec system and all that shit, you know. Saying that, you know, and fucking Wang Time was at Halo follower and then he went back to Ultimate Halo. But at the time he was at Halo follower, he was saying it was like a rep pack video and all. Oh, fucking hell. Basically, they supported the rep packs down at Halo follower. Did Big Chris. And he supported all the bullshit DLC and he defended the DLC and all the rest of it. He's just a crazy person. He blamed the election. Same with Green Skull. I don't even know anymore, man. 288 Ultimate Halo Wang Time sucks and 289 Ultimate Halo Fletch sucks. Okay, two more fucking shills or fanboys, unproven, that fucking defend 343 to the death for some reason. For some fucking unknown reason. Defending the microtransactions and then telling me that this is Fletch, I believe. No, I've never proven because it was just Ultimate Halo's account. Saying that it's not his job to take a stand or against microtransactions and all that shit, and that he doesn't give a fuck, right? And that he doesn't give a fuck, and then he deleted the fucking message, and that's in a video if you're interested. So the guy doesn't give a fuck. So that's his attitude to Halo. 290 7 years of development for Infinite, and it's not here. I mean, I think I covered this one, but here it is again. So I've doubled myself up, but that's not going to matter at the end. 290, the 7-year development of Infinite. Yeah, it's been 7 years. Where the fuck is the game? 291, they have no clue what they're doing. 343 has no fucking clue what they're doing. They never had a clue what they were doing, and that's blatantly obvious. 292, Frank O'Connor's dumb cameo in the Forward into Dawn film. Like, why is he there with a fucking broom looking like a fucking dumbass? What is the point in that? 293, Daddy misses his kids in space cliche in Halo Nightfall. 294, the same but in Halo Infinite. Why are we getting this cliche of a video playing about and the dad's missing his kids and it's so annoying. It was annoying in fucking Halo Nightfall and it's annoying in Halo Infinite, and I'm really hoping the Halo Nightfall writers are not involved with Halo Infinite. I really hope that's not the case, because it will be a horrendous story. 295, drawing straws in Halo Nightfall, trying to make it like there's some kind of suspense there. Why am I watching them draw straws? Make a decision. Stop fucking around with straws, and then it zooms in and all that. Oh my god, it's awful. I hate that fucking thing. I hate Halo Nightfall. It's a terrible, terrible, terrible film. Or series, or whatever you want to call it. It's awful. 296, blowing up a piece of Halo ring that's going into the sun in Halo Nightfall. Retarded. 297, the fucking worms. The hunter worms in Halo Nightfall are more deadly than the hunters themselves. So why the fuck don't the Covenant just send hunter worms at people? The fucking broken storyline that is. 298, really shitty elite CGI in the Halo Nightfall. Yeah, terrible. That first scene where he's in the colony or whatever and he's got like a little grenade and he falls off a balcony. Awful. 299, the stupid Halo Legends anime. Oh my. Oh, ugh. Number 300. Halo Spartan Strike microtransactions. Did you think we'd forgotten? I haven't forgotten. 301. Fireteam Raven looks better than 343's art. It looks like Halo Reach. It looks like a good game in the arcade. Might not play good as I've never played it, but Fireteam Raven looks better than anything 343 has come up with in years. Because it wasn't made by fucking 343. 302. Ninja. He sucks. Okay, he just goes where the money is. Obviously doesn't give a fuck about Halo, never did. Now he's in Fortnite, he'll do his Call of Duty, he'll do his Apex, and he'll make his money. And the cornball goofy shit he said about Halo in that interview, where he was talking about how 1 to 50 ranking system, that was the most important thing, was ridiculous. 303, Spartan sucks. Again, from that interview, the guy's supposed to be a pro, yet what the fuck is he even talking about? Like, it's like the pros should have power and all this. Fucking bollocks, he sucks. 304, Mick Wen, he sucks. Like, he didn't have a clue what he was talking about. He was like the worst of the fucking all of them. He was terrible. 305, Walshy sucks, man. Walshy sucks. And by the way, these people work for 343 because they had direct impact on the game. Let's remember that. Before anyone says, these are not 343 people. Yes, they are. They had a conference with 343 to improve the game. So they did work on the game. They are 343 people. They became 343 people. 305, Walshy sucks. He sucks ass. He's a sellout. He's a fucking sellout. How can you go from being a Halo 3 player to then support Halo 5 as a pro? Fuck off. 306, putting Naked Eli on the cross. Okay, so Microsoft did this, but Microsoft is part of 343. It's the same thing. And Naked Eli had an achievement in the game and everything, so they were all cool with him down there at 343 and Microsoft. And then for some reason they were like, oh, you can't be Naked Eli anymore, and got his name fucking removed from Xbox Live, and he can't get his account back to being a Naked Eli or anything similar. So he quit Xbox, and he was one of the best speedrunning YouTube channels for showing you different speedruns and stuff. And he got fucking kicked out of Halo, basically. That's what 343 did to one of their biggest fans. Got him kicked out of the fucking game. Kicked off of Xbox because he can't use his fucking Naked Eli gamer tag. Ridiculous. 307, bringing in Crackdown 2 developers, and number 308, bringing in Dirty Bomb and Brink developers. So we're bringing in people into the MCC to fix it that couldn't even make competent, decent games to begin with. Crackdown 2 sucked. Dirty Bomb was horrendous. And Brink was horrendous. They made Brink as well, did the Dirty Bomb devs. And they bring those guys into the MCC. Well, it's no wonder it's not fucking fixed, is it? 309. Halo Online mod is better than the Halo 3 MCC. It fucking is. That's a fact. That's a fucking fact. A fucking Halo Online mod is better than Halo 3 on the MCC. Reason 310. Kiki Wolfkill is not attractive. Yet fanboys fucking say, oh, they want to eat the corn out of her shit and all this shit. She looks like somebody's mum. She's got a big tattoo on her arm. She's not attractive. I'm sorry, fanboys. 311. Bonnie Ross is not attractive. She looks like somebody's grandma. She always dresses in those big suits. She doesn't look attractive. So why do fanboys insist on saying that these women are attractive? They're not attractive in any way, shape, or form. That's my opinion. Obviously. Number 312. Damage done to the Xbox brand. Okay, Halo is Xbox's biggest game. So by destroying Halo, they have destroyed the Xbox platform. That's what 343 has done. And 343 is in fact Microsoft, so Microsoft is in fact killing their own fucking brand by destroying their biggest game. It's like Nintendo destroying Mario. That's what they're doing with Halo. It's retarded. It's like if Nintendo outsourced Mario to like Crackdown 2 developers, and it was like, yeah, make a Mario game, and then it was shit, and then they just released it anyway. That's what fucking Microsoft is doing there. It's retarded. 313. The split screen mistake by Chris Lee itself is retarded. How do you fucking say split screen? Come on. 314. No MCC challenges at the start of the first season. Why was there no challenges when they brought in the tier system in the season? Why did it take so long to get challenges and stuff? Why? 315. Then they add challenges that suck, and then they continually suck more and more as each season goes on. 316. Tanaka's speech in Halo 5. What an absolute disaster of a fucking speech. One of the worst speeches in the history of gaming, in the history of media. They make a good jump like we mean to, and handle fools like we need to. Yeah, good one. Great fucking speech there. Random fucking elite walking by like, who the fuck are these goofballs? 317. No Del Rio in Halo 5. Why? He was in Hunt the Truth. I thought they were building up to something here. He's not in Halo 5. Why? He's a cool character. He's a cool antagonist on the human side. We don't normally get people on the human side that are stabbing us in the back. He was a cool character in Halo 4. Why was he not utilized at all in Halo 5? 318. Aliens Colonial Marines, the video game, is better than Halo 5. It has split screen. It has all kinds of multiplayer that's more fun than Halo 5. And that game was panned, universally panned, and said, oh, it's a terrible game. What? Because the graphics aren't that great? The graphics are like shit in Halo 5. Colonial Marines is a game that looked like a game from the previous gen. Well, Halo 5 looks like a game from the previous fucking gen, doesn't it? And it has less features and content at launch. 319. Halo 5's Forge on PC. What the fuck is that fucking bullshit? So they don't put Halo 5 on the PC. They outsource it to Skybox Labs to do a PC port of the Forge mode to put on the PC, and they give it 1,000 gamer score. Why? Why? So you've cheapened the gamer score because it's all boosting pointless shit. It's not even really a game. It's a part of a game. There's no matchmaking or anything. Why does it exist? Why didn't they just port Halo 5 to the PC? Why did they do this fucking bullshit with the fucking Forge? Why is there a Forge mode to the game on the PC? Why does that exist? Was that a thing? Because 343 is retarded. It sucks. It's a bad port. It's not even good. It doesn't even run correctly. 320. Changing the name of Marty's music for Halo Infinite. So not only are they ripping off Marty's music, but they literally just changed the name slightly. Like, why would you just change the name fucking slightly and call it something different? Fucking bollocks. Call it what it is and then use it. Why didn't they bring Marty back? If they want to use Marty's music, he's clearly available. He's not doing anything right now. So clearly he could come back, but for some reason they're going to use his music, but they're not going to bring him back. 321. MCC PC disappears when you Alt-Tab.
I Alt-Tab and MCC disappears.
So the game is fixed apparently, but when you Alt-Tab, the game fucking disappears from your browser. It's still running, but you just can't access it. And it's all kinds of fucking problems. Like, why? They can't do anything right, man. 322. MCC challenges don't unlock or unlock at random. So you're given challenges in the MCC to do shit, and you meet the requirements, you complete a playlist, or you do a certain number of campaign missions or whatever, and the requirements are met, yet it doesn't fucking do it. You don't get your reward. It's fucking bullshit. 323. H2A still crashes frequently, so I'm specifically talking about the multiplayer. The Halo Anniversary multiplayer, Halo 2 Anniversary multiplayer. There's a separate thing to Halo 2 Anniversary, the campaign. There's a separate multiplayer. That always was buggy, always used to crash, and it's still fucking buggy, and it still fucking crashes. 324. Assault rifle in H2A multiplayer. Why is there weapons in H2A multiplayer that are not from Halo 2, that don't exist in Halo 2, like the assault rifle, yet they are in Halo 2 Anniversary multiplayer? 325. The ODST apology without fixing the game. So they release ODST as an apology, quote unquote, and even before that they were talking about it as this is what they're going to do as an apology, And then fanboys then jump on that and say, oh, the game's fixed. Well, the game wasn't fixed. The game wasn't fixed until fucking ODST came out. And then it still wasn't fucking fixed. And it's still not fixed now. The ODST apology didn't fix the game. It's like ODST was probably already planned as DLC, and then they decided to give it away free to the people that were affected by the bugs. Like, we didn't gain anything by the bugs because ODST was probably already planned as DLC, and then it finally got released. You apologize by giving us ODST, but you don't fix the game. The game shouldn't have released buggy. 326. The buggy audio logs in ODST. So not only did they release ODST as apology, but then the fucking ODST shit is bugged. I've already talked about the lasso playlist bugging out. So you do lasso, but then it doesn't fucking count for your court partner. Or the audio logs. You collect all the audio logs, and then it's like, okay, you've missed one. But you haven't. You've done them all. You've got to the end. You've got the fucking one that you can only get by getting all the other ones. So you've got them all. Yet the game says you're missing one. The game didn't unlock one of them as you were going through the game because the game is fucking buggy. It's a mess. 327. They killed the Halo franchise. 343 has killed the Halo franchise. I don't think there's any going back from here. It cannot be saved. Okay, Halo Wars itself can do a few thousand maybe, and it was never that popular anyway, and that's kind of its own thing and its own niche audience over there. But as a first-person shooter franchise, the damage has been done, and Infinite is more of the same shit as Halo 5, and there is no going back. And the old fan base is gone. There's no new fans coming in unless a bunch of people from Fortnite, Apex, or wherever who are not Halo fans now come in and adopt Halo as their new game. It's going nowhere. The actual hardcore fan base of Halo is gone. They've left the game and there's no going back. If they fix the shit with Halo 5, or if they fix the shit with Infinite, or if they fix the shit with the MCC, or even if Halo 4 wasn't shit to begin with, then Halo would still be going strong. It would still be going strong, stronger than it is now. Maybe not as big as it was in the Halo 3 days and the Halo Reach days, but it would have a player base. It would have a... But they killed it. They killed it over and over again. They beat the horse into the ground. It's on its way to the glue factory. It's dead, yet they keep beating it. That's what they've done, and I don't think there's any going back. 328. They show no respect to the Halo franchise whatsoever. No respect. Okay, pizza skins, really? Rec packs? Are you kidding me? Like, there's no respect there. There's no loyalty to old fans. There's nothing. They get rid of split screen. No one cares about it. Then they bring it back, and then people say they don't want it, and then they say they do want it when they bring it back. And there's just people defending that shit all the time as well. That doesn't help. They have no respect for the franchise. They turned it into Call of Duty. They ripped everything out of it, put Call of Duty in, and then reskinned over it. There's nothing left. They don't have any respect for the material, for anything. No respect for the lore, no respect for the fucking gameplay, no respect whatsoever. And no respect to fans of that shit either. 329. Sketch said that the games would release when they're ready. That's what he said about MCC PC. He said they would release when they are fucking ready. That was his exact quote. They will release when they are ready. And every single one of them released a buggy mess. They didn't fix any of the bugs that was already in the Xbox One version. Those bugs still exist on the PC. They haven't corrected that. They're just like, there's no reason for the MCC to exist on PC because they could have done standalone releases. And the audacity of him to say they're going to release when they're ready, and then they release them broken as fuck. Broken as fuck. And that's before they even knew about all the bullshit where you could shoot the floor. It was like the sun isn't loading in some maps. That was the Halo 2 launch. That was the fucking write-up for it. They knew it was a broken piece of shit before it even got to the stage where you could shoot the ground and kill somebody. But they're going to release it fucking when it's ready, of course. Fuck off, Sketch. Okay, 330. Eric Hewitt is a huge fucking sellout. Yes, motherfucker. I haven't forgotten you. I haven't forgotten the damage that you and other pros did to fucking Halo. Because you sat there at 343, kept your mouth shut, and took the money. You didn't give a shit about the game, because if you had done, you would have fucking done something about it. Okay? If you're a fucking Halo Reach, Halo 3, Halo 2 player, then you go and they're like making Halo 5, and you're there like, yeah, we can balance it this way, we can do this, we can do that. In the Sprint documentary, okay, why don't you just tell your mate there, Quentin De Hoye, to shove the game up his fucking arse, because it's not fucking Halo. Because you sold out for the money, that's why. You've done damage to this franchise. I have not forgotten you. Everybody else doesn't even know who you are. But Eric Hewitt, you were a bell end. I remember you. Not forgotten by GLL. 311. No campaign crossplay. Because it's fucking broken. You can't crossplay in the MCC on the campaign. Because the game doesn't work. Nothing works. They tell you it works now. They put out trailers for it. They hype it up. They do seasons. They've turned it into a live service game. But you can't play campaign on crossplay. So they've added a feature that doesn't even work across the game. You can't even play Halo 2 anyway because it lags out. But even if you could, there's no crossplay anyway. So any of your friends sell their Xbox and move to PC. Now you can't play the campaign with them. And they might not have known that before they sold it. Fuck. 332. The audio glitches on the MCC, and especially in like Halo Anniversary. Constantly. Yeah. Fix those. Why fix that shit? 333. Shitty classes in Halo 4. Like, I'm not talking about the loadouts. Like, Pioneer and Wet Work and shit like that. What the fuck was that all about? You can unlock one perk or whatever by fucking getting all the way to the end of like a thing, and you get a set of armor and one perk, and then you do another one, and what is the point in that? What is the point in that? Why not just have it like Halo Reach? There's your armor, you can pick your armor, and there's the stuff in the game. You shouldn't have perks to begin with, but then you lock perks behind a grind. So you can't even use a perk. Like, say someone is using a perk, you can't use that perk yet because you haven't unlocked it. So it creates a skill ceiling where people, it's locked behind shit. Like how you can't use the plasma pistol when you start the game and shit like that. But there's actually a huge grind for these particular perks that are behind the Pioneer and the Wet Work and all them fucking bullshit classes. They sucked. And that's why they're on the fucking list. 334. Destiny is better than Halo 5. Destiny is a piece of shit, half-baked, wank fucking experience at release. Yeah, DLC improved it, whatever. Never played it because the base game sucked. There was no content there. But even then, it still looks better than Halo 5. It's still going in a direction. It still made a sense to what they were doing. Even though it's a shit game, it's better than Halo 5. That's my point. And that's why that's on the fucking list. Because 343 can't even beat Bungie when they make their worst game of all time. Bungie's worst game of all time is better than 343's supposed best game of all time. I would say it's Halo 4, but whatever. Lots of people say Halo 5 is better than Halo 4. Yeah, they're on crack. Destiny is better than Halo 5. 335. Titanfall's better than Halo 5. All these games they tried to copy and rip off and whatever. Titanfall's a unique concept. It is a Twitch shooter, but it's not fucking ripping off other stuff. It was kind of original. Big mechs, interesting gameplay, kicking people in the face. You know, there's something to Titanfall. It's something there. Yes, there's no campaign. I didn't get it for fucking full price or new or whatever because of that reason. I played it second hand because I was fucked off that there was no campaign and stuff like that. But it's a better game than Halo 5. It is. Content-wise, they're about the fucking same. The only difference is Halo 5 has an actual story and campaign, whereas Titanfall's got like one of them Brink campaigns that doesn't really count. Other than that, they're about the same, and Titanfall's at least not ripping off everything else and not destroying their own franchise because it was completely new. So Titanfall, the original, is better than Halo 5. 336, all the button presses in Halo 4 campaign. So literally Halo 4, you just walk around, you kill some enemies, then you press a button, and then you go to the next room and you press a button, and you go to the next room and you press a button, and you put Cortana into the fucking stand, and you put Cortana into the fucking stand. It's like playing that shitty fucking level from Halo 3 with all the fucking buttons. I forget what it's called every fucking time. It's the worst level ever in a Halo game, apart from Halo 5's missions. Fucking every time I forget the name of this fucking level because it fucking sucks. It's like the second mission in the game when you fucking land on Earth and you go into the building. I hate that level. I hate that level. It fucking sucks. And Halo 4, the entire game was based off that second mission from Halo 3. You walk around, you push a button. You walk around, you push a button. You land on Requiem or whatever, you go into a room, you push a button. Then you have to go push another button. And then you have to go and push another button. And then the door opens. And then you push another button. That was Halo 4's fucking gameplay. That's why it has fucking shit replay value. I've talked about this before. You don't want to do all this mindless shit over and over again. 337, no sprint gauge in Halo 4. So you have a limited sprint, but it doesn't give you a gauge indicating how much fucking sprint there is. Another fuck up. 338, the broken jetpack in Halo 4. It doesn't make any sense how the fucking jetpack even works. It's like you hold the jump button and you go higher with the jump button held than just with the jetpack. That's not how jetpacks work typically in anything else in real life, whatever. But in Halo 4, if you hold the jump button and you hold the jetpack button, you will go way fucking higher. And I'm not saying jump before you use it. No, if you press the two buttons at the same fucking time, you will go higher. It makes no sense. 339, the Halo 4 pick for infinite sprint. Why is there a pick for infinite sprint? That's a huge upgrade and should not be a pick. There shouldn't be picks anyway, but why is that a pick? A huge, massive advantage like that. Why is that in there? 340, the Halo 4 pick to pick up nades off dead bodies. Like, that should be a pick. That's the opposite. That should be in the game as standard. Why would that be a thing? How can you not collect grenades off the fucking floor that people have dropped? Why is that a perk in Halo 4? Why are 343 so retarded? 341. Halo 4, the vehicle eject perk. So you blow up a vehicle with a fucking rocket launcher or whatever, and the guy survives. The guy survives. And if all three of them have got that perk on, they all survive. They all eject from the Warthog. They all eject from that tank. How does that make sense? Okay? Broken perks and abilities in Halo 4. Not talked about enough. Completely swept under the rug. Oh, Halo 4 was good. I liked Halo 4. Right, well, what about all these fucking problems? 342. The weak-ass grenades in Halo 4. 343. The weak-ass grenades in Halo 5. And 344. The weak-ass grenades in Halo Infinite. They don't learn from their mistakes. The grenades are weak. They do nothing. They're a waste of time throwing them. The gameplay in Halo is weapons, grenades, melee. 343 ignore a third of the gameplay with the grenades. They don't use them properly. They don't do enough fucking damage. They never have done in any of their games. They are weak, okay? The grenades are stronger in Reach. They're weaker in other Halo games. Like, they're like nukes in Halo 1. The grenade damage and shit has changed. It has changed a lot. It has changed throughout the years. But all of 343's games have weak-ass, piss-poor, useless grenades that don't do enough fucking damage. Okay, so if you've been keeping up, we're already over 343. 345 retarded looking grunts in Halo Infinite. 346 retarded looking grunts in Halo 4, and 347 retarded looking grunts in Halo 5. So 343 decided to change the way the grunts look, give them a bigger head, and make them more doofus looking for some fucking unknown reason. And then they decided that it was going to be two different types of species instead of an artistic thing. So it's retarded. Grunts are supposed to look a certain way like they did in the original games, and for some reason 343 fucked all that up. 346. The official Halo 4 guide has no weapon locations on the maps. So this is a guide for Halo 4 that actually came out that comes with maps that doesn't tell you where the fucking weapons spawn in multiplayer. What the fuck is wrong with these people who make this shit? What the fuck is wrong with 343? Who okayed this shit? 347. No way to access screenshots on waypoints. When Bungie was around in the Halo 3 and the Halo Reach days, you would take a screenshot in the game like you were with the theater and all that bullshit, and then you would be able to go into the fucking Bungie.net and your screenshots were there. Okay? And you could take them and put them on your PC and save them in a folder and use them years later. You can't do that in Halo 4, you can't do that in Halo 5. There's no way of taking screenshots from the fucking game and putting them on the PC. Or putting them on the website. What is that shit about? 348. The crappy looking ghost in Halo 5. What looks like an absolute piece of shit. Why change the design of the ghost? 349. The useless human air vehicle in Halo 5. I forget what it's called all the fucking time. That's why I haven't even written it here. But it's fucking useless, man. It was added as a fucking bonus into Warzone after an update. It wasn't even in the game at launch, not even in the campaign, nothing. A throwaway vehicle that's weak as fuck and can die with like one bullet from a DMR. Completely fucking useless vehicle. Useless human air vehicle. No Hornet, no Falcon, just this piece of shit single man garbage vehicle that they threw in at the last minute in Halo 5. What the fuck is that shit? 350. Aaron Greenberg sucks. He defended this garbage. He works for Microsoft, which is also 343. It's the same fucking thing. And he fucking damage controlled this fucking garbage game. He sucks. 351. The Gears 4 end credits. Yeah, that's right. 343 actually helped out with Gears of War fucking 4 because it's in the Gears of War end credits, right? So all the problems that was in Gears of War 4, they're 343's fault as well because they worked on that fucking piece of shit game as well. 352. Halo Anniversary end cutscene audio. So whether it's the 360 version or the fucking MCC version, when fucking Halo Anniversary ends, it doesn't just play the normal music for the cutscene. So you finish Halo 1 and it's supposed to have this dramatic music and all you hear is and all this fucking music that normally plays at the start of the mission is playing at the end of the mission. And it's done that since fucking 2011 when the first one came out. So they didn't fix it for the MCC. They didn't fix the original. Why is that a fucking bug? It's a fucking huge problem with the game. It's the final cutscene of the game. It's very important. It's closure on the game that you've just completed, and it's ruined. Completely ruined in the fucking anniversary versions. It's bad enough that the end credits have been changed as well. The end credits should stay the same, but that's a bonus reason. Okay, 353. This came out recently. This is a new thing that I had to add to the list. Okay, so now the custom game browser is going to be coming one game at a fucking time. It's been 6, 7, 8, however many fucking years. Where the fuck is it? Why is it coming one game at a time? Incredible. 354. All 343 care about is Slayer. That's what they do. You go. Halo 4 was all about Slayer. They cut down a load of objective game modes in Reach, and Halo 5 was all about competitive fucking Slayer. Half the game modes were gone. Most of the game modes were gone at launch. They didn't bring them back for ages. All they focus on is Slayer. Big Team Battle is just Slayer when 343 is involved. All the game modes in Big Team Battle are Slayer in Halo 4. They focused on Slayer in Halo 5. Everything is Slayer with 343. Okay, then they do, yeah, you can say Warzone, but that only exists because of microtransactions. All they care about is Slayer, primarily. They don't focus on objective game modes unless they're ones where you have to spend real money to progress. 355. They just added gun game from Call of Duty in the MCC. So here we are. It was 2014 when the MCC released. It's 2021 now. It's been 7, nearly 8 years, whatever. And they're adding Call of Duty game modes to the MCC. They're adding Call of Duty game modes to the MCC. That no one asked for and no one cared about.
Pretty straightforward. We've seen this in other games.
No one wants this shit. Really? 356. The Coalition are helping make Halo Infinite. Just like 343 helped make Gears of War 4 with the Coalition. So they're more or less the same fucking company. And that means that 343 basically had a hand in something that went on with Gears of War 5 too. And that game was shit as well. 357. No new AI companion for the Master Chief. They're using shitty Brohammer who sucks a massive amount of fucking dick. 358. The Cortana Windows app. Why the fuck did they fucking use Cortana for their fucking app? What? People who use that don't even know who Cortana is. It sucks. What the fuck is that shit, 343? 359. The 360 Halo games are better. Yeah, all the fucking games that came out like 10 years ago are better than the ones that's coming out now. How sad. 360. The fucking fanboys for fucking 343 are the worst fanboys out of any fucking series ever. They suck. They defend everything. Everything on that list, they will defend. They will say, none of that matters. They've killed the franchise time and time again. They've beat it like a dead horse. They've killed everything. Yet, they have diehard, idiot Twitter bubble fanboys that defend them no matter what. And 343 uses those people. 343 targets those people. So that they can do the work for 343. They can tell the world that 343 are not that bad. And spread that false narrative on Twitter. The problem is 343 thinks Twitter is the Halo fanbase. It's not. They're in the Twitter bubble with all the fanboys. And it's not the fanbase. The fanbase left. It's gone. It's over. It's a sad, sad state of affairs. So... that was 360 reasons why 343 sucks. Let me know what you think. Feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you later.
Yeah, weapon skins and a stylish menu. Who cares if it works? Hell yeah, dude. Let's go. Contacting server. What up? Should I just sit here and wait so we can continue to roast how broken this piece of shit is? Or should I just, like, screw it?